my contacts.
Yeah?
So, yeah, my eyes didn't burn this time.
Oh.
It,
Nice.
I figured out that I've been putting in my contacts the wrong way for as long as I've had them. Not putting them in,
backwards?
not putting them in wrong, but like maintaining them the wrong way.
Okay. Okay.
Well, hello, people watching the VOD, and hello, everyone! Welcome to the King of Anime podcast! This week, I'm caffeinated. And also, I want to tell everyone that KOA, me and EA, we're dropping out of the presidential race for KOA, and Satsuki the Savage will be running in our place. We also have a secondary announcement to the first announcement. We will be running as Satsuki's VPs for KOA. I don't know. I don't know why we did that. We just kind of did a switcheroo, but we did it.
I don't know. I don't. At this stage, I don't think I need you guys. No offense.
Fair.
No offense.
I wouldn't need me either.
I don't know. I mean, ever since Sasuke's got those glasses and has that cool kind of like jacket going on, he seems like a different person now. It's like he's better than us.
You think he's speaking? You think he's talking to John behind our back?
He might be. John does say a lot.
Sorry, can you read what time it is?
It's difficult.
Let's see. Yeah,
It's time for you to shut the fuck up.
No,
This is Satsuki's podcast. It's not King of Anime podcast anymore. It's Satsuki's podcast.
we get to 520 subscribers, become fucking monetized, and now all of a sudden it's falling apart.
Did you do it like a April Fool's Day? We should just change the channel to Satsuki's podcast.
Just call it that. Not even KOA, just Satsuki's podcast.
What's going on, Sean? What's good, Trayvon? What's good, Ellie?
Yeah, what's going on, you guys?
Yeah, hopefully everything's good.
QRW6 says, what up, KOA? What a week for anime in real life. Looking forward to the podcast, but been waiting Cobra Kai. Watching, I mean.
Yeah, Cobra Kai came out, I think, this week on Netflix. I think it's the final season. I heard it's really good. I haven't seen it myself, but...
Yeah, that's a thing for my server one day. I'm sure, you know who I'm sure has seen it is Adorburb.
Adorburb watches a lot of things.
He knows everything. He's the smartest person.
Especially New York related stuff. Forget about it. He's like the tour guide.
He is New York. But I should remind you all that we are KOA, and if you haven't already, please.
No. I am KOA.
Oh no!
And if this is the way you guys want to, if this is the way you guys want to run it, I'm out of here.
No,
I'll be back.
Sasuke.
Oh shit.
Okay. Well, I guess it's just gonna be you and me. He'll be back in like an hour.
Yeah, I guess we can talk to John or something.
Let's replace him with John. At least John knows how to.
Wait, what if John is the spy?
The spy.
What if he's the imposter?
We have a spy.
What
in
if
our
he's
midst?
among us?
Just like the damn video game.
Just like the video game. Isn't that crazy? There's never been a situation in existence where a video game has been relevant to real life.
That's true. Everything's always fantasy. I like how we're getting the back of Sasuke's head.
Well,
what's that one anime where it's just the girl's hair and she's like doing like a manga or whatever? That's what Sasuke is right now.
Like just leaning over, like doing a manga. I think that's Look Back.
Maybe.
Let's Look Back.
Maybe it may be Look Back.
Anyways, if you guys haven't already, please leave a like. Share it out with your friends, maybe plug it in a Discord where there's a lot of people, maybe, like, I don't know, plug it in the Trash Taste podcast. I'm sure they got one of those, right? There, go infiltrate Glass Reflections podcast. Get in deep with the deep state and promote it there too.
Glass Reflections. We're still asking for that interview.
You know what?
Because you need us.
If KOA was still on my channel, I guarantee you I could get it now. I guarantee you I could. I could be like, I got 100K subs. Come join me for a pot. And he'll be like, yeah, sure, okay, buddy, gosh.
He's goofy.
I don't know. Arcata. I think we long surpassed him by now.
Yeah.
Just cramping our style at this point.
I mean, he needs us more than we need him, to be honest.
I mean, we could
That's what I've
be
been trying to say.
You can be like, you know what we can do? We could turn KOA into a guru podcast, like Lex Fridman or Joe Rogan, or we could. You know who we could get on? We can get on Joe Rogan.
Yeah, because Joe Rogan needs he needs help as well. He needs KOA. He's like,
so
guys. I know I have a lot of support and like sponsors and shit, but I gotta get on your show.
you know, this is how we get him on EA. Stick with me here.
Okay, I'm listening.
You know, the COVID is a big uptick recently, and I heard that's because of there's a communist revolt in Canada. It's just, I would never go there again. Just Canada is just, the communists are taking over. And so I thought, why not, inject some horse tranquilizers into my eyeballs? And I wholeheartedly recommend it. I think it's a great way to stay in shape. It gets me really energized in the gym, and you want to do some psychedelics, EA?
I think I'll pass. I'm not really the psychedelic type.
He saw the clip. Somebody clip that. Send it.
I didn't say it.
He'll join now. Anyways, so yeah, share it out with your friends. Leave a like. Also, we have a Patreon. Patreon.com/King of Anime, and a Twitter, King of Anime Pod. This caffeine is really hitting right now. I should do this before every show. I am feeling all right. Also, subscribe to us. We are nearing, what is it, EA?
Well, we're at 520 subscribers right now. So that means we're 480 away from 1K. And when we become 1K, all of our videos can become monetized.
Every single one of them.
Every single one.
Yep. So
for
definitely
2 cents per view.
This is true. And if you want to support us in the meantime, you can do so through Super Chat, and we'll read out your Super Chat live on the air, whatever it says, even if Light Ruler does something. I think.
You think Light Ruler will do something?
Who knows?
Light Ruler doesn't have any money.
Fuck.
Oh, he spent it all on Nikkei. Got it.
In the chat, we got Trayvon who says, Abiko and Yoriko were great this episode of Oshi no Ko. Hope we see more of them in the future. Yeah, this episode of Oshi no Ko was pretty good. I can't wait to talk about it.
To be determined later on, for sure.
We may kill it, actually. Who knows?
It is a Killer Pass episode.
I think for almost everything on the show, right?
That's like
for the things we don't have locked in.
3. Yeah, we got My Dear Lady, Oshi no Ko, and that's it. I think last week it was the Fable, but we didn't even try to kill it.
Why would we kill it? It's the most funnest show. Speaking of the most funnest show, let's get into the most funnest segment of this show, the news.
Oh, we got something to never give you the blues. Now let's get ready for the KOA news.
It's miracles!
All right, so I was going to get to this, and I did not make any of the news links, whatever, this week in the notes, so I don't know who did this. Show yourself. Speak up. You're being called upon. Is it John? Did John do it?
I don't know what you're referring to, sir.
The
That's
news.
me.
Oh,
I mean, we got all the different
Satsuki did it.
types of
Woo!
news. Oh, Sasuke did the news. He is the newsman.
But he is.
Praise
This
me.
is the
Catman.
Satsuki podcast now.
All right, so first up, solo leveling manhwa gets a sequel. So if you thought it was over, there's still more to be
It's
had.
only just begun.
Yeah. This isn't. No, I feel this is a weird thing to happen because
Is this like
when
a
solo
Chainsaw
leveling
Man Part 2
ended,
kind of thing?
I don't think so. Because when solo leveling ended, it ended. I don't think people foresaw it having a sequel or part or because there's a lot of manhwa have seasons. That's not anything new. But this one is. I don't think I've ever seen this. No, actually, I have seen it. I've seen it with one manhwa I read, uh, called "White Angels Have No Rest." It had a sequel as well, but yeah, typically it doesn't really happen too much. Usually, if something ends, it ends as a manhwa.
What is the general consensus? The temperature for solo leveling's ending.
I mean, people only expect to get fights out of that series, and I think that's what they got at the end. I don't think anybody, from what I've heard, like there's not really a cohesive story to be told. It's just like it looks cool, the art is good, and there's lots of fights, and it stayed true to that to the very end, from what I was told.
Beautiful.
So there you go. So you can look forward to more fights and more good art.
Yeah, art's very good in solo leveling. I imagine it's even better by the end. So, it makes sense.
Next up, we have a lot of final arcs coming up and things ending for whatever reason
Man.
this year. But Komi-san is entering its final arc
No,
finally.
Komi-san after 1,000 chapters or whatever.
I think it's about to get to the 500s if it's not already there. I think it's like
my
400
bad.
or something.
Not 1,000.
Almost. Who knows? This final arc could be, 600 chapters on its own.
just a bunch of chapters. It's like, this is the final arc. Okay. 600 chapters later. Oh, thank God that field trip is over.
Trust me. It's been some things, like for Naruto, for example, where the final arc of Naruto was a good majority of the series, probably like 40%, 35% around those numbers. So
You're kidding me.
some final arcs are like a bulk of the series, but I can't imagine Komi-san being its final arc being super long. If anything, I see it probably going on for a year or two at the most, and then it'll end.
Well, do you think how many more seasons do you think it'll get in the anime?
Oh, hopefully it doesn't get another season.
Oh dang!
Didn't you say it like got kind of like stale towards the end?
I dropped it.
Okay. All right.
I mean, a season two would still be enjoyable. Don't get me wrong, but just end it. I'm in my doomsday era. Just end it.
Do you think
I enjoyed
it would be
the
cool?
anime.
Think it'd be cool if they gave it like the light novel kind of treatment, where they put out a series and then do like a movie to kind of close it out?
No. just end it
right there. That was the last episode we watched. This last episode.
It shouldn't have gone on for this long. The manga is much too long. My issue with Komi-san is it focuses on a lot of characters we don't care about and ultimately don't contribute to. They contribute to like Komi's goal, as in making friends and whatnot. But outside of that, they don't really contribute to the relationships with any of the main characters. Like they're just there. They have their little wacky gimmicks, and it's a lot of time wasted. It's a lot of fluff, and that's my issue with Komi-san.
Yeah. We gotta get rid of the fluff.
And Yama.
Oh, especially you,
Oh yeah.
Fuck her.
We gotta. The final episode should be her dying.
It's just her getting tortured and then just being ripped apart.
It should literally be a shot-for-shot recreation of Die Hard, but Comey is Bruce Willis, and Yamai is the evil Russian.
Oh
Comey
god.
wouldn't say anything though, and Bruce Willis is John McClane's character. He'd have to say it was going to have a few laughs. Click.
But every time she speaks, she just shivers and makes noises.
She just has the gun. I would actually watch that. Actually,
cuts her feet, just goes. The screams, but like with her mouth closed.
Mm-hmm.
What's good, Neon? Hello,
Hey,
King
Neon.
of Anime Podcast. Hope you guys are having a great day.
Neon, give me your arm, Neon.
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't
Get it
do
over,
it.
Neon.
Just out of spite, don't give him your arm.
Give me your arm now.
But more final arcs. Shadow's House is entering its final arc as well.
Wow.
Which we are in the 200 something of Shadow's House. This feels like natural progression into his final arc. I've said this before, but Shadow's House is my favorite ongoing manga right now. So hearing that, it's bittersweet. You don't want it to end, but at the same time, you don't want things to drag on. Like everything has a shelf life, and one thing you never want as a fan is for it to go on so long and for you to fall out of love with it, because that has happened to me many times with a lot of series where they just didn't know where to end things.
Yamada-kun in the Seven Witches was exactly like that. They did that.
I feel like Attack on Titan was the perfect length. It wasn't too long and it wasn't too short. It was perfectly wrapped up just right.
Emiliko is still my favorite. Kate, I'm a Kate person, but shout out to Emiliko. One day, I think we're going to watch Shadow's House for Nakama Club on here, so I can get the fellas to watch it.
Is it pretty faithful to the manga?
No. Well,
okay.
For the most part, more so than not, yeah. But it has like, from what I understood, like 3 filler episodes. Because I didn't watch the whole anime, I read it, so I never got to see. I never got to compare the two, so I would be new to the anime as well.
Maybe sometime in the future.
In other news, this is more of you guys because I didn't watch the trailer. I'm pretty sure C watched it, but I didn't watch it.
I watched it.
I didn't watch it.
Dragon Ball Daima anime trailer came out, and it is to premiere in October. I did not watch this trailer, so C has all the knowledge on this.
I want to say this is Toriyama's last project, right?
No,
like this is his
I
last
think
worked on thing.
I think that's the game Sandland.
Okay. Some reason I thought he had involvement in this one.
It's unclear what it is because he is very prolific and was, by the end of his life, he was working on so much stuff. So there's a lot of stuff that's like literally tons of stuff that have just been unannounced that he's worked on. So we don't know what exactly. But I watched the trailer for this, and it is a big improvement over the initial trailers that we saw. The art is very good. This is, of course, from Toei, I believe. But I think this is like in terms of they really, for this trailer, they showed off kind of like the backgrounds, and the backgrounds looked so good. It didn't even look like Dragon Ball Z in some ways.
Is it Dragon Ball babies?
It is Dragon Ball babies, and the whole trailer had no dialogue. It was just look at the art with cool music, And I think
My name is Goku.
I think they did that because they didn't want people to pay attention to the voices, to be honest. Honestly, this still should never happen. I don't know the reason for this. I think if you're going to do anything Dragon Ball, you either reboot the entire damn thing or you bring the husk of Dragon Ball Super out and you keep churning that. Because the normies will eat that up because they don't, they don't care. They don't care.
Just give us Super Saiyan Scion.
Yes, give us Super Saiyan
Omega
Super
Red.
Whoopie Doopie. The silver face.
It's just like ice cream flavors now.
Pretty much.
Super
31
Saiyan
Baskin Robbins.
Yeah, they need to reboot this series, in my opinion. This needs a total refresh, and they're not going to do it. But
no, they're not going to do it.
It's never going to happen,
especially after Akira passing away this year alone. There's no way.
Like it needs
not for another, I say 10 years. Betcha.
Yeah, I could probably see it in 10 years now, but this story is so played out. It's like it needs something different. And Toriyama not being involved in it anymore and it being Toyotaro, I think he can do it. I think he could do something interesting. And he's going to have to because they're still pushing forward with a sequel to Super. So at least that's kind of like they haven't said otherwise. They haven't floated anything that they're not going to do it. So and not that Super had Toriyama super pun intended, super involved either, but still, I just think a nice reboot would be really cool. Just focus on entirely different characters, please.
Well, we just talked about a series that brings his character back to life routinely. So let's talk about another game series this time that brings back his character. Well, not characters, character back from the dead a lot. Tekken 8 reveals DLC character, and the DLC character is none other than Heihachi Mishima, the guy that died in two other Tekkens, and now he's back again.
Yeah, Ellie tells me I'm Heihachi. And
totally.
From I don't understand that reference, and he's literally explained it to me like twice. But I saw
because
people on my
Kirby.
server. I hate who?
Kirby.
You're right. Fuck you, Kirby. Piece of shit. I'm gonna throw you off this mountain.
Volcano.
People on my server were like kind of freaking out about it. So like, he's back already? What the fuck?
He died in the last game.
Yeah. That's a big deal. Oh, by the way, he's back as a DLC. Just kidding. He's not dead.
What makes it so bad is this is my issue with Tekken. Tekken is a very ridiculous game franchise. It takes the silliness to astronomical level.
Yeah.
As what I've seen playing some of it myself. The only real Tekken game I really played was Tekken 4, but I still see some other stuff of it. Like I was watching Ellie play it, or not, well, play it and watching videos of it. But that story is fucking ridiculous. So this is not like out of bounds for the series. But what makes me bad about Tekken is it'll have some genuine epic moments in the series, and then they'll kind of undercut things by going like, "Oh, that didn't really matter."
It
reminds me of Dragon Ball a lot.
Oh my god.
I don't know anything about the story of these games. I tell you this though. I used to play on the Xbox 360. Xbox 360.
Xbox 360. That's what I called it back then.
I used to play on the Xbox 360 Tekken Tag Tournament 2. That game was so good. I'm not a fighting guy, but back then I used to play Street Fighter 4 and I used to play Tekken Tag Tournament 2. And those two games were the last fighting games I really invested some time into. Not a lot, but Tekken Tag Tournament 2, great game to this day, guarantee you. Go fire it up, go play it. You got a PS3 or 360 or something, an emulator.
360.
360.
That's
Go
what we
play
call the 360s back in the day. Yo, it's my 360, yo.
No, the PlayStation was way better.
PlayStation 3.
I got a sex box. You got that babe station. You idiot.
I like how today nobody even has console wars anymore because both of them kind of like suck when it comes to games.
They
Just
both
like-
suck.
Well, they both suck except for Nintendo. But there's like
Yeah, Nintendo's
nothing exclusive on. Well, I mean, it takes forever to make games anymore. And then when they launched, the Xbox and the new PS5, it's like, here's our games.
On
like-
PC.
All on PC.
It took PlayStation like 2 years, but it takes PlayStation 8 years to make a single goddamn game. But yeah, there's no point. Just buy PC. Get yourself I would even say buy like 2 PCs. You'll have more use for those 2 PCs in a month than you'll have use for any of these damn consoles. I bought a PS5.
Except for Nintendo.
I used the PS5 to play Stellar Blade.
Yeah, there it is.
Played
Superior.
Final Fantasy VII Remake 1 and a little bit of Rebirth. Like 10 hours of Rebirth. And something else. Oh yeah, I bought the PlayStation for the Final
PS5.
Fantasy 16.
I like that color.
And I regretted it immediately. I was like, this game fucking blows. It's boring as shit. This is like one
Like
of the
the
worst
best-
Final Fantasy games I played.
The best game on the PS5, you both would agree, would probably be Stellar Blade, right?
That I play. I don't play any new games on my PS5. Everything I
God.
buy is old.
Oh god. Probably yeah. It's probably not technically like the best game. That's probably like Ragnarok or something. But in terms
Yeah,
of
but
like
you can play
what-
that on the PS4.
Oh, that's right. Well, dang.
That's what I'm saying. Just
Maybe
just
Ratchet and
PS5
Clank?
exclusive.
Rift Through Time or
Ratchet
whatever.
and Clank.
Maybe I'd play that.
There
Spider-Man.
were so many Ratchet and Clank games.
Spidey man.
Ooh, Spider-Man.
Peter Parker.
Man, let me tell you, those Spider-Man games, the new ones, the way he swings around New York City is so fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The best
I
thing
love
about
it.
those games.
You guys want to know a secret?
Let's hear it.
You promise you won't tell anybody?
I won't tell a soul,
Debatable.
except for the 8 people watching.
Pick your promise.
All right, here's my pinky.
I cut mine off.
All right. I couldn't really play Spider-Man games. I probably still
Really?
can't. I have really bad motion sickness.
That makes
So-
sense.
Whenever I see the swinging motion, I get like this weird feeling in my stomach. I'm like, ugh.
That's the worst.
But- I played Spider-Man games before, but I don't think I can keep doing the swinging animation.
In this video game, Sasuke plays Spider-Man walking.
I just take the
damn it.
state the train every time, the subway.
Satsuki, I bought you a new VR headset. It's coming in the
Oh, my-
mail.
Oh no.
It's
I don't
like
what would I even play on that?
Beat Saber.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
That
I mean, I
too?
would
That'd
would
be fun.
try VR, but definitely not Spider-Man. Oh my god.
Yeah, I tried VR a long time ago, and yeah, I don't ever get motion sickness, man. I ride roller coasters. I play video games, first-person shooter. Doesn't matter. but for some reason, I played that Rick and Morty VR headset, and it gave me motion sickness. I literally felt like I was gonna throw up. I had to take it off.
Oh man, I love
And
it.
and the one, because it was at a VR place where we had to pay just to play for like an hour or whatever, and I did that, and then I was just like, oh god, I took it off and just sat right down and was doing this, and the guy was like, you're still paying for the full hour.
No tasty
I'm like-
Maxis.
Yeah, and I'm just like over here almost dying, and I'm like, okay, so what am I gonna do at that point?
I
My son was there and my girlfriend was there, so they at least got their money's worth. So whatever.
yeah, that's good then.
Mhm.
That sucks. I have a Quest, an Oculus Quest, whatever the fuck it's called. I play Beat Saber on that.
Wait, you beat Saber?
I beat Saber on that.
I knew it. I knew you did stuff with Saber. I just didn't know you did that.
We're in
Sasuke,
some
let's call the
weird,
police.
freaky shit. It's more like she beats me up, to be honest, but I can't do shit. She's a warrior, you know. Shoots laser beams out of her sword. Kind of difficult to compete. But we do play Beat Saber. And got the Linkin Park pack on there. Got
nice.
my random EDM songs that I don't care for, that I play every
Skrillex,
time.
probably.
Oh yeah, Skrillex is on there. Like,
Yeah.
what was the one where the guy screams like, "Call 911"? That one's on there.
Somebody call 911 right now. Yep, I know that one.
That's a classic. Got that on there. I actually, Lady Gaga I have on there too. I don't
Poker
even like
Face.
her. Yeah, Poker Face. I got all their songs in there. It's really
I bet
good
you
for Beat
Poker
Saber.
Face a lot. Speaking of which, our next bit of news comes right from hot from the presses. C Tactics is confirmed a furry.
Oh,
By who?
we didn't confirm that already.
I mean, we did some little internal investigation, and because C Tactics likes to say that he's not a furry. He's not a furry.
Mm-hmm.
This is now confirmed that he's a furry.
Well,
So
cat's out of the bag.
yeah.
Wait,
exactly.
what have I
Hey, don't
said?
Snooze.
don't touch the
Next.
cat. See,
Put the cat back in the bag.
Wait.
Next
What?
bit of news we have here.
No, wait. What confirms me? What evidence do you have?
See, you remember this past weekend?
Last weekend?
Mm-hmm. Adoraburb did some psyops, and he got a lot of verbiage from you.
don't tell me this came out of One Piece.
What?
He may or may not have said a certain thing about a certain character.
What?
From
didn't
One
say-
Piece?
Listen,
From
I didn't
what
say
series?
okay. First of all,
Hold
Satsuki,
on,
I didn't say
hold on.
jack shit about Carrot. Okay,
Hold-
I know
hold on.
that.
Oh, I know.
I won't say it, but I will type it
What do you mean
Not
you'll type
Carrot.
it?
so that no one else knows.
He's trying to protect you.
I'm protecting you. See, I care about you, boy.
You just confirmed I was a furry on KOA with no evidence.
I'm about to give you the evidence, sir.
I'm saying. See.
I don't even know what the fuck I said. Apparently,
You remember that?
my phone. God damn it.
You don't remember the screenshots that he sent over? How he said you were barking?
What? Okay, so first of all, that was for a human character in his webtoon, by the way, called Raven Blackcourt. Completely human, not a furry. When did I bark?
You you don't remember that screenshot where you typed a paragraph about how you wanted to get to know this person?
Well, I mean, there's no crime in that.
Yeah, it's not a crime. You just You just have the furry label. That's
You're
all.
just confirmed now.
This
That's
is
all.
a human woman.
That is cat out. The cat is out of the bag. And no, that's right. You can't touch the cat because we know that you're furry now. Next bit of news: Attack on Titan editor is sentenced to 11 years in prison for murdering his wife.
I don't
That's a
even know
real
what to say
story,
about
by
that.
the way.
I
No,
read.
I saw that.
Yeah, I read this. First of all, what the fuck? Second of all, I feel bad for the family, you know, involved in this. That's kind of a fucking crazy story. I mean, just in general, this guy, like, do we know why he did it?
I'm sure we don't.
Does it really matter?
Yeah, it don't even matter.
I asked for over easy, and then just murders her. Yeah, I don't. I don't think it matters.
I think what really matters is 11 years. That seems a lot low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was his first time, Sasuke. You got.
Oh,
Maybe he learned his lesson.
seems outrageous. You know, like man. I mean, I don't know how sentencing works in Japan, but you know, manslaughter gets you, you know, on the low end of years. But
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the degree of murder, like whether it's premeditated. Because I guess second-degree murder will probably get you.
Your Honor, I didn't mean to stab her. She just fell on my knife. It was an accident.
Well,
You
I
know?
will say this, and I'm not too privy, and I don't know much about the legal system there over in Japan, but I do know that they treat you as guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah, the conviction rate is high. It's like in the
99% or something. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you are guilty till proven innocent.
Which is
That
never.
is for sure. It's like you have been found guilty of stealing a porno mag from this convenience store. How do you plead? Horny. All right, sentence him. Get him out of here.
Get this fucking degenerate. Put him in there. Put him in that cell.
Put him in the lolly dungeon.
It's just Vince McMahon as the whatever the fuck they got over in Japan, the prime president, minister of defense, secretary.
Wait, I'm looking up what QRW6 said because he said that was the same editor who stopped Isayama for killing Sasha early. I did not know that.
I didn't either.
Damn.
Because I remember that story. So if people didn't know the thing of Attack on Titan, Isayama had planned to kill Sasha. I don't know what chapter it was, but if you remember if you remember the moment, is when she killed like a smaller Titan by herself early on when she saved Kaya.
When she was like Tomb Raider at that point, like bow and arrow and everything.
Yeah, this was like after season 1. I think it was like
Tomb Raider.
It was season 2. It was
it was in season 2. So yeah, she was supposed to die there, but apparently the editor had read the storyboard for it, cried and told Isayama don't do it, and then he was like, I guess.
It's crazy because it works so much better the way that she died after versus then.
Yep.
So much better.
I'm guessing if Sasha did die there, probably to do what Isayama did later on with her death, he would have probably done with someone like Connie or even John.
Somebody would have died.
Yeah.
Better not be Gabby. That's all I gotta say.
Well, Gabby's the one that killed, so you think she just hop on the plane and then just kill herself?
Gabby's the real Sasha.
She's like, watch out, everybody! It's like, what the fuck was that?
Gabby's friends with Levi. You can't
She climbed
top
up on this ship and then killed herself.
Well, that would be wild. But yeah, that is a crazy, dark, fascinating, morbid story.
Yes.
I imagine
and
something
the
went
final
wrong.
news Final news, Satsuki. It's our show, our series, the one that C Tactics loves so much.
Nagatoro ended today. Final chapter was today. I did not read it.
Yes, I haven't read it either, but
I had to read the last 10 chapters.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be an epilogue when the volume comes out, so it's not the total end of Nagatoro, but it's the end of Nagatoro. It's calls for celebration, just for getting this far and concluding well, and being one of the better romance series of this decade.
Yes, and it's a shame C Tactics slept on it.
Mm-hmm. Piece of shit.
This is why I'm dropping out of the race. I'm too sleepy.
Yeah. Speaking of sleepy, Carp is here. Hello, everybody.
Wait,
Happy
what?
One Piece Day.
Yo.
Hey, it is. It is One Piece Day.
It's also Nico Ni Day too. It's Nico Yazo's birthday.
The best idol of Love Live.
yeah.
I agree. When you think of Love Live, you think of a lot of them, but I feel like Nico just stands above the rest.
Yeah, Nico Ni. There is. What is the one?
She's definitely the most iconic.
What is
For
the one
sure.
what is the narcoleptic that sleeps a lot?
Wait, narcoleptic?
Isn't that Kana?
Oh, he's talking about
It's like
Kanata.
Kanata. Yeah,
She's funny.
she's great.
Then there's also the other white-haired one from the main series.
What white-haired one was from the main series?
Or maybe it was the
White
sequel,
hair.
Sunshine.
I remember a white hair.
Maybe he's talking about Yo. Yeah, maybe you're talking
Yeah,
about Yo
that
from
one, yeah.
Sunshine.
Yeah. Then there was,
Yosoro.
Yosoro!
then there
Nihai
was
Sora.
the entire cast. Those were pretty notable.
How could you forget Mari?
Yes, freaking Mari.
Which one was Mari again?
That
Oh, the English
She's
one.
the English one. We are Muse, even though I know that's not Mari.
Parfaits.
We are high school girls. We are idol.
Do they got an Xbox 360?
We got Xbox 360, yo. But yes, happy One Piece Day to all the One Piece fans out there that have been eating good
Nami
For-
Swan.
a long time. And I think you said it best, C, when you tweeted about it. The fact that it's been around for 27 years and hasn't lost any kind of momentum is insane.
Well, on Twitter, I said it's been around for 27 years, and to this day, no other anime has had anything to beat Nami. What? Who is better than Nami?
You did say that. I forgot. I take it all back.
Name one person, one character better than Nami. You can't.
Nagatoro.
You can't. You guys are silent because you can't name anything.
I just said Nagatoro.
You can't name it. No one say anything? No takers?
Let the
I'm gonna
crazy
say-
man have it.
Okay, I'll let him have it. I won't throw him in the fire this time.
That burned. Anyways, we should now get into Nakama Club Midori Days.
Midori days. What kind of days? Midori days. It's episode 3 with me, Dory. La, la, la.
That was pretty good. Dang.
Good
Thank
jingle.
I made that up all right off the top of my head.
More nudity.
But this
Dang.
time, it's not a high school student.
It isn't. It's,
And this time she doesn't have nipples.
yeah, she's got areolas, though. He said she ain't got no nipples.
So this is the episode where we're introduced to Seiji's ever so wonderful ogre of a sister named
She was an
Ren.
ogre indeed. Jesus.
She's pretty rough around the edges. And by that, I just mean she likes to beat up Seiji a lot. And tease
And
him.
drink.
And drink.
And rob him.
and rob him.
And leave him indebted.
Leave him indebted, having to clean up after them. Taught him how to fight when he was younger, and came this close to probably killing him.
Yeah. And she
Such a sweetheart.
kind of exposed his biggest secret casually.
Yeah. As he was dying, drowning, well, first of all, she sees Midori, and she was freaked out at first, but then kind of like got used to the fact of, oh, she's just a sweet, innocent little girl on top of his or right there in his hand. She's such a sweetheart. I think they would get along if she was like a regular person.
Probably. As long as you're not Seiji or maybe it just has something to do with men.
Let me tell you, she's going to be single for the rest of her life.
She does beat the shit out of other men too. I noticed that she like jumps on top of dudes' faces, and these dudes are totally happy with it. They're like, "Hold on, I have to bring it up."
God, you're so hot. Step on me.
I'm sorry, Hollow, but that's what those guys were like. They were just telling her, "Step on me, please."
I don't even know if it's like a sexual thing because I think it's more like they're
They're saying
they have like
because they know getting beat up will make them stronger.
that's true. I think that it's like an admiration thing though. Like I don't know, but I never got like the vibe that they were just there because they thought she looked good because nobody was really even thirsting after her even when when they went to the lounge area and then she just had her boob, she's showing midriff and whatnot. Like nobody was like, Rian. They kind of just treated her. They treated her just like another bro. I mean, she has that type of relationship with them where it's just they are just a gang.
Yep, she's the leader of a biker gang, the Men gang. and it's just I feel like she's just one of the guys. We all drink, we fight, they seem to get in fight for no reason. I do agree, because Seiji was kind of like forced to go. If you were just gonna steal his money, why'd you even invite him? I thought that was kind of dumb, to be quite honest. But we gotta introduce Ren. We got to see what kind of character she is.
No incest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, kind of incest. On a low scale,
Kinda?
though.
What is low scale
do
incest?
tell.
You're either incest or you're not, right?
like incest adjacent.
Ah, okay, I see.
Incest on the low.
Yeah, because there was a scene where he got erect a little when his sister came in naked. Remember, he covered himself. He was like, "Ooh, whoa!" And then Ring was like, "Well, if you have that type of reaction, it's because you're an adult now, or you grew up, or something like that."
Wasn't he getting his back washed though?
I mean, the reason okay, so yes, that did happen, but
so I mean, maybe that has something to do with it.
no, I'm not saying it's like a weird thing. It's just that that's why I said incest adjacent. It wasn't like a thing that it was like, oh my god, it's my sister. It was just like you're naked.
Also, I guess creepy, like creepy uncle kind of behavior.
Yeah,
Crunkle.
Because it's a reason why you're not going to take a bath with your sibling at that type of age.
Yeah, that would be so fucking weird. She's a full-grown adult too. Everything's hanging out and everything. You're just like, no, this is not a co-ed fucking bath. Please leave. I don't want to see this.
Yeah.
And then why would she want to see him?
Yeah.
Like she's just cool with that. It's like I like messing with you
and drowning them.
multiple times.
Poor Seiji.
So yeah. So this was the Reen episode, and basically what we got is or let's say because we got something, and then I think we got the intention of what the creators were going for. Because I feel like they were trying to make Reen this endearing character where, um, like EA said, like she's rough around the edges, but she's lovable in a sense because of the backstory we get where she taught Seiji how to fight, and she looked after him. And I acknowledge that side of her, but man, is she she's an asshole. Like, and I know they play it up for comedic stuff. So it's some things that you kind of just gotta ignore a little bit, or turn a blind eye. Like when like the gags where she's beating the hell out of them.
But people back then thought this was attractive because they didn't know any better.
Well, this is a thing that's still a thing in anime. I think the trope has died down a little bit, but
Yeah, it was really big back then.
yeah, it's always the women beating up the men, like, because it's like, whoa, a woman beating up a man, that can't ever happen. How is she strong when she's a woman? It's kind of like that idea. Like that's the
Yeah.
that's kind of like the base of the joke. It's like the same thing when, like, we make fun of this before, when they'll have like a woman eating a lot, and then that'll be like some funny thing, and I'm like, wait, what's so funny about it? It's like, you don't get it? 'Cause she's a woman eating a lot.
Yeah, they did that in an episode show that we'll talk about later. But yeah, that's yeah, those tropes are so overplayed, I swear. But yeah, that before we even introduced to Ren, we get the return of Fatso the cat, and he sees
Poor kitty.
he sees Ren is like. He's terrified in fear, and he's just sweating bullets. Just he doesn't get kicked though, but he eventually like dodges out of the way before he could get trampled.
This cat's the goddamn wizard, isn't he? He's the wizard that set all this in place. He's the one that did the voodoo with Midori and
the
Seiji.
hand. He's the one pulling the strings. It is me, Fatso the cat.
I was here all along.
I was the one who planted Midori in your arms, Seiji.
That's a pretty good voice.
They do the thing like in Puss in Boots where it's like where he was here all along. In every single episode, just plotting, just
you. Yes. But freaking A, that would be a twist. The cat just at the very end just goes,
Yes, it was all my doing.
why?
I wanted you to experience true love, Seiji. You said you wanted to make love to your hand. Well, you got it.
You may have gotten brain damage in the process, but that's fine. We can work with that.
I think he got more than brain damage. This is like, I can't imagine how bad this ruined his life. I mean, it's fun having Midori around and all, but Jesus, that's an adjustment.
Honestly, this anime makes me want to have a human hand. I don't know what the fuck you would call this.
I feel like you will regret that like an hour after that
I
happens.
probably would, but Midori is so sweet and kind. You're just kind of like, you know what? What would be the harm in this?
What if you just get like a chain smoker?
Oh my god!
Like a bum.
Someone's just like,
wake up!
The fuck are you looking at?
Mario, we gotta go get the smokes, Mario.
We gotta get them. I gotta get the cigarettes. I can't quit. That would suck. You just like looking at your hands, like, what? The fuck are you looking at? No, I'm sorry. Look at me again. They just start hitting you.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
They
whoa,
choke
whoa,
you in
whoa,
your
whoa.
sleep.
Ellie says, so Himino as a hand? No. Himino does not fit as a
my
hand.
God.
She would be... No! Okay? No!
Oh. Well, whatever you do, don't make out with your hand because your hand would throw up in your mouth.
Himino's great, okay?
Yuck.
She's a little, like Rin. She's a little rough around the edges, but
A little rough.
a little rough. Not, some like, get some sandpaper.
That is so fucking disgusting. Every time
20 minutes, she'll be smooth as butter.
just alcohol and vomit and cigarettes all mixed in your mouth. Oh, I'm gonna throw up.
You guys just
But,
you don't have good taste?
Yeah,
Guys
I
don't like
want to
pirate
be able
waifus?
to. I want to be able to taste. I want to. I don't want to deal with that
I'm
shit.
sure she wouldn't get COVID, so I think you're good.
She's already dead. But
True, she's deader than dead.
hey, you could get somebody like her to wash your back, like Midori did. She gave him a helping hand. She was doing the reaching
Almost
around the
broke
back
his
and
arm.
doing that. Yeah, I know. She was like getting high up there, and I felt that too. I was like, oh, that has to hurt.
Oh, yeah.
But then she dropped the soap and then used herself as suds.
Honestly, this episode made Midori seem like very useful.
She's a little sweetheart.
And then she was sexually harassed by dudes.
Oh, but Seiji came to the rescue, and then everybody started fighting.
It was funny when she was trying to act like a doll. She just stood there with the blank face. Just
Does this doll have boobs?
yeah, that was so weird. I was like, these are grown men. Like, I understand they think it's a doll, but still, that's the first thing you think of.
I mean, I probably did that when I was like a kid. I'm sure we're all guilty of it. Taking Barbies and taking off their clothes and going, look at the boobs. Oh, you gonna take? Oh, yep, there you go.
Hey, that's a
Is
way
there
to
anything under
confirm
there?
it's authentic.
You
If the
wearing
underwear is there, that means it's authentic.
Can't see. Tail is in the way. Oh wait, she has pants.
Yeah, well, okay, so if it's like he's wearing a skirt. And
And I'm not going to look at the other ones because the other ones are high schoolers.
Well, I mean, you had to see if they're authentic.
No,
Which ones are they? You have Satsuki, I know that. What other ones? Do you
I mean,
have?
Sasuke's technically of age, but it's only Holo because the other one I have is Junko and the other one is Kate from Shadow's House. Technically, I got Goku.
Yeah, you can see if does he have a package? Yeah, he's got a bulge. He's good.
Yeah, check his panties.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, honestly, it was a pretty much an episode where we're just introduced to Ren, and we kind of got a little backstory on Seiji and kind of his upbringing, which is interesting. We already knew that this guy was not the typical type of kind of like bully, not bully, but just like mean guy or whatever. He's got a heart of gold, and he wasn't always like that until his sister kind of like beat it into him. It seems like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trauma.
I don't know about that. I mean, he did kind of get hypnotized in the backstory, which was kind of weird.
Or just further brain damage. Either one.
And you will forever be a blonde-haired kid that beats up other people to prove how badass you are. Yes. Yeah.
It's some MK Ultra shit. Dragovich, Krevchenko, Steiner. Seiji, what are you saying? You sound weird. You sound Russian.
Holler if you hear me. That kind of Steiner.
Hey, that's a great theme. His TNA theme, so good.
Yeah. Also, how much money did he have on hand? Because they kind of like tore that place up, and I can imagine whatever he had on him was enough to pay for that stuff.
Didn't he say, "Do you guys take payments?"
Yeah, he said installments, but I still want to know how much he had.
That is a good question.
That is crazy. She really left that man, a high schooler with that much debt. Imagine you just had $1,000 in debt as a high schooler.
Yeah. Oh, it builds character.
Yeah, it does. It does. It does build the character. I don't know if it.
Hey, Burb.
Effectively.
I told everybody that we confirmed that he was a furry, so that was good on you, Burb.
That was Burb's idea.
No, it was my idea.
He's dead. He's dead. I'm unaliving him.
Well, is that about it for this episode?
I think so.
Cool. On to the next one, where we'll get yet another interesting character.
Dear friend, Nokotan, Epi, Sode, Trey.
What are you saying?
I don't know.
Oh, Nokotan.
Yeah, Nokotan episode 3. What do you guys think about it?
Noko gosh dan dan. Shika noko gosh dan dan.
Shikai. Shikai.
The first half was really good. It was probably one of the more ridiculous things I've ever seen all year.
The Tobey Maguire dance.
The Tobey Maguire dance, and just how off key she sounded, and how terrible it was. She thought that was Nokotan, and I loved. I'm pretty sure this was a reference to Total Recall, where it showed her face and it was just like opening like that. I'm like, that has to be Total Recall. That looks so fucking cool.
Isn't it? Yeah, that is Total Recall.
Yeah, I love it, but yeah, other than that, this deer, and I love apparently how deers talk is they go, new. I
like how he finally found like a deer friend. He was like, okay, I could finally stop talking to this weirdo. All right, dear girl.
Right. Yeah, and she said he ran away from the zoo, and he's been bothered. You've been bothering him this whole time, and now he's going back.
Yeah, didn't you like sexually harass him too? Remember when she went behind him and did the thrust?
Yeah, she got kicked. She
deserved.
Yeah, what's she doing trying to dry hump a deer?
Oh.
I mean,
yeah, that's probably my favorite part of the episode too. It was stupid, but it was funny.
Yeah, and she was singing, I guess, a song that she made up, and it was Nokotan showed up behind her, and she's like, "I want to hear your song." It's like, all right, I'm gonna sing it. I swear the song was like 5 minutes long. I swear it felt so long.
It was a pretty long song.
I was like, this is an epic ballad. This is so long. And she's like, please, I want to hear more. No, you're going to... Wait a minute. Who's this deer?
If you're here... Oh, let's do the cartoon thing. If you're here, then who's...
Right. If you're here, and I'm here, Then that means gulp.
Gulp.
Ghost.
And then that's when they start to move because you know they gotta let you.
And then you got to go into the infinite fucking hallway of doors.
Oh yeah, and then you go into a door, you exit like the far door.
Yeah, right.
The
Far
logic doesn't
door.
make sense.
And then you all come out at the same time.
Yeah, you get face to face, and then you go, and then you run back out. You go through the same door, but exit another door.
Yes, we need to. We need to bring that back. Let's bring in infinite hallways and the multi doors. I know Scooby Doo perfected.
got that.
We need more.
We got that with Chainsaw Man.
Did we?
Oh yeah,
It was called
hotel.
an infinite hallway.
Kind of, sort of.
Kobeni, hold up the peace sign.
I know what you are.
I know I. We had to knock out Kobeni. She was drinking from the toilet. Then proceeds to get in bed with Aki.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Am I glad he's frozen in there and that we're out here and that he's the sheriff and that we're frozen out here and that we're in here and I just remember we're out here. What I want to know is where's the caveman?
Scooby Doo meme.
Shout out Scooby Doo.
Yeah, that's apparently from Scooby Doo. I'm sure that's probably Fred explaining everything. All right, gang. We're going to split up in the exact same people again. Me and Daphne are going to
me and Daphne. Me and Daphne, everybody else. Do whatever.
Velma and Shaggy, go get high somewhere. I don't care. My God. But the second half, though, we were introduced to a brand new character. Green Girl.
Meme.
Yeah. Pretty much a meme.
No, that's her last name.
Oh, that's...
Well,
no, you're right. That is her name. Bashame.
Yeah, it's not pronounced meme, but it's spelled meme, so...
She talks in the third person. I don't know about you. I can't stand characters that talk in the third person.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I get it. It's a weird type of show and everything, but it just brings back memories of all these stupid characters talking in the third person.
Rimu.
She doesn't talk. Well, no, she's not talking in the third person. She's talking to her sister.
They do in the light novel.
Oh.
They may in the anime, I don't know.
Rimu.
But, yeah, we get green-haired Bashame. Bashame wants to be a fucking deer for some reason. Because of the crackers.
Man. With these I don't like these new characters. I feel like if we were going to get these characters, we should have waited a little bit with just Nokotan and Torako. Because, I don't know. I definitely didn't. I like the incest sister the least. So I guess this character's okay. She's at least not an incest sister, but
if KOA ran Pornhub, we'd burn it to the ground. That's how much we hate incest.
But what about the stepbrother fucking?
Yeah, bro, I was stuck in the couch cushion. Could you come over here and help me?
What about the BBC?
I seen one of those
British
stepbrother
Broadcasting
things,
Channel.
and it was one of the funniest things ever. The plot was the brother, or was it the brother or the sister? Okay, the brother got like a A on his report card or something, and because he got an A in his report card, his sister had to fuck him. But then when you look at the report card, it was just a blank piece of paper with the A on it.
Oh my God. You did so good.
And then he was like, you know what you had to do. And she's like, All right.
Hey,
You should just
See, you got a free blowjob.
yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
yes.
It's a voucher. It's a voucher.
Buy one get one free.
Oh my god. But
That's funny.
but yeah, Bashame is just a resident dumb character, like the really derpy one.
Yeah, and she eats a lot. She's
Which
an eater and dumb.
I'm actually surprised they have a character that's like this, just because I thought, if anything, because when you have a cast like this, they got different personalities. So, we got different situations that could arise from these weird blend of personalities. I feel like her personality is a little too similar to Nokotan, because you would think Nokotan would be the really ridiculous one
Yeah.
that's an airhead and whatnot.
Mhm.
So it is kind of weird that they got another character that's like that. That's probably why I find her boring, because Nokotan serves her role and does it way better.
Yeah, absolutely. Nokotan is the best. Toroko is, the straight and narrow, and she plays it well too. I almost feel like those two should be like the main characters, but Anko is pointless and annoying and the worst. And Basha Mimi is just, I agree. She really doesn't add anything else other than the fact that look at how much I can eat and how tall it is. It's so big.
Oh yeah, the rice.
It's
Funny
yeah.
because she's a girl and she's eating a lot.
Yeah, that's the joke. We discussed this earlier. It's like, get it? She eats a lot. She's an eater.
Oh, I did find one thing funny. It's just that what it took for her to want to be an apprentice to Nokotan. She just was dying of hunger for whatever reason in the morning, and then Nokotan for whatever reason just gave her some deer crackers because she just had those on hand, and she ate those, and then Nokotan was being weirdly cool or something, and then she did the whole "you don't need to know my name," and then left. And then that made her feel indebted to her, so she wanted to become her apprentice. So I found that little backstory funny.
Yeah. It's cute. It's cute. But yeah. Yeah, first half it's weird. Last week it was the first half sucked and then the second half was hilarious. And then this week the first half was hilarious and then the second half was kind of lackluster. I feel like the first episode was the only one where it was like through and through like funny.
And there's a good reason for that. Is because it was just Nokotan and Toriko. I think it just works with those two, but it doesn't. I'm not mad that they have a bigger cast. I just feel like they should have gave us more of their dynamic solely, Toriko and Nokotan, before they introduced these characters.
Yeah.
Like maybe at least 3 episodes, I think would have been good, and then you could add in the characters one at a time to spice things up.
Right. But at least change them up a bit. Anko, keep her still a crazy person, but not a sister. Make her just like somebody that really likes Toroko because she's like the popular girl and she always wanted her to notice me, senpai. Something like that I'd be fine with that. And then Bashame, I don't know. You kind of really need to revamp her whole character, to be honest.
I don't think it's bad because they're both fans of one or the other, so they could play on that a little more.
Mm-hmm.
She just got introduced, but yeah.
Right. But so far, I'm not impressed. She speaks in the third person, and just
And drools everywhere.
Drools everywhere because she's asleep and eats. Drools, eats, sleeps, speaks in third person. Great qualities.
What can't she do?
Oh, I'll tell you what she can't do. She can't do a backflip. Oh,
Well,
Okay, yeah, you're probably right. If she did, she'd probably be terrible at it, sleeping. Just
oh
Alright.
my god!
I got
How
it.
many, how many violations you have?
And she destroyed the clubhouse. Okay.
Which, how much money do they get to fund that club? Because I think I mentioned this last podcast, but the fact that Toriko was able to like furnish that place with everything she did, I'm like, what school club is making this money? What's the budget?
They must be in the Love Lab school of
Oh
Nagasaki. Or no,
yeah, Nijigasaki.
Nijigasaki. Sorry, I almost had it. Because that fucking school is rich as fuck. So I mean, they must be like a suburb of that school or something.
Maybe. I mean, this same school had enough funding to make a pseudo game show in a span of like 30 minutes.
That's true. That's true. They did, and they can afford deers just walking around all willy nilly. All right. Well, this is a rich ass school.
Huh.
I think I've covered all I need to cover. I think C is in shock.
I am in total disbelief. Over what? I don't know. Find out next week on the KOA. This week, though, this is a killer pass week for Nokotan.
It is.
What are
It
you guys thinking?
is. Ah. I'm thinking.
I'll pass
would
it.
be?
I'll go first. I'll pass.
Okay, there you go. I'm thinking maybe it would be unfair to try and kill it off really quick, but I don't know how much better this series will get. We did just get introduced to it, so maybe the dynamics will be different. You know what? It gets a courtesy pass from me.
Yeah, I'm kind of in a boat where I feel like this is the show I look forward to the least out of everything we're watching thus far. It's not bad. It's just average right now.
Yeah, it's
It,
okay.
it has its moments, but yeah, like EA, I'm willing to see another 3 episodes. It won't hurt. You know, it's not like the worst thing ever. So 3 more episodes isn't going to hurt, whether it's bad or not.
It's not Railroad Lolly.
Oh no,
It's not at World's Harem and fuck whatever that
yeah,
show was
World's
called.
in Harem. Yeah,
That's it.
that show had to die immediately.
This is
Light
bear
Ruler wants to eat
discrimination.
some. He wants to eat some deer crackers.
Aren't those literally just graham crackers?
I don't know.
I don't know, to be honest. I guess I'd have to. You know what?
I'm pretty sure
I'm gonna look it up.
I think you could just eat them.
Hold on. It's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted either. Well, they sell them in vending machines, so I just want to know what they're made of. Okay, here we go.
They're not meant to
Wheat,
be eaten.
flour, and rice bran.
Mm.
Made without any sugar for the health of the deer, making them completely safe for visitors to offer to animals. Okay, so there you go. Wheat, flour, and rice bran.
Yuck.
Yeah, it sounds disgusting, actually. It's like a plain cracker.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go ahead and let's get into our next show, everyone. Let's talk about Spicy Wolf.
You finally watched it. Or did Jack watch or John watch it for you, see?
John watched it. Jack, we killed him. We killed him.
Jack was a Freudian slip. I meant John.
He was trying to kill us, so we had to get to him first. We left him freezing. So, No. The whole pyrite thing is like one of my favorite aspects of season 2 of Spice and Wolf. So, I loved going back over this. I just like the in this episode in particular, because this episode was just Holo or Kraft going around after him and Holo had a thing going on, trying to get Mark. I believe is his name, or Math or something.
It's Mark.
No, it's Mark. It's Mark.
Yeah.
Mark. So he's trying to sell all this pyrite and shit, and he's trying to get him to use his connections to go around and buy up all the pyrite. But he kind of Kraft thinks that you'll just do that and it'll help me out and it'll be fine, right? Like he explains this plan where he wants to I forget specifically, he wants to make the price of wheat go up, and so he wants pyrite to be a viable secondary side thing to make extra money, and so that's how he's going to sell the pyrite. But Mark refuses to go around and buy all the pyrite for him because doing so would make him look bad, and he has to think about his people first. And it's not like he hates Kraft or anything. It's just he has a responsibility he has to uphold. But they do bring up Princess Diana.
Diana.
So
the hot alchemist.
Yeah, the hot alchemist. So she seems to be kind of the lead that Mark gives him. And we also have this other segment where we the blonde kid, I forget his fucking name. I always want to say it's me.
Fermi.
I always want to say it's me because after what Satsuki said, it's stuck in my head forever. But yeah, he has the whole thing going on too with Holo and stuff. And overall, I think my favorite part of the episode was the stuff with Lawrence, because just to see him kind of scrambling to put together a plan, and kind of it being a repeat of a handful of episodes ago when he had to go around begging for money. It seems he always gets in these situations, and his weakness...
I was waiting for someone to throw water on him.
I know that guy was just itching, like he just felt something.
I'm waiting.
Oh,
he's like, just let him come over here.
Walking near, I'm gonna get him. By the time he actually throws the water, all the water is evaporated.
He just throws air. Shit!
Fuck! Should have refilled it. God damn it!
Hold on, I'll be right back.
You stay there.
you wait there.
But yeah, it's Kraft seems very, I don't know if short-sighted. I don't know how to describe what his predicament is, but he has a flaw and it's not how he does business. It's a flaw in his character that leads to a flaw in his business making that Holo seems to cover for. And it's probably the wisdom, but because she's the wise wolf and stuff, so she knows all this, and I think it may be that. And there's a scene in this episode where Kraft recalls when they first arrived at the city or whatever, and Holo was like spilt the wine over and revealed that it was all rigged, the table was crooked.
Oops.
My vision has tilted. Oh. So I think it's very clear, the missing dynamic here is Holo. He should just smash. Just get her pregnant at this point. Just do it.
I mean, that's what she wanted, but then he was like,
Well, my economics low.
he turns into Hank Hill.
Oh, Peggy.
I have a narrow urethra. Oh. That was his thing. Well, he never said it, but everyone else said it because Peggy couldn't keep that secret.
Why the hell would I smoke when you can go out and mow a lawn? Bull.
Now, Peggy, why you gotta go and tell him something like that? He doesn't need to know why I have a narrow urethra.
Dad, what's a narrow urethra, Dad?
Bobby, get your ass inside before I kick the shit out of you. That's him really mad. I'm gonna kick your ass.
I hate you,
But,
Dad. I'm gonna become a Democrat.
Oh, my heart just that I could see that as a fucking plot to it's like he's trying to hurt me.
My son, by God, he's trying to hurt me.
Oh my god. But anyway, we barely saw Holo this whole episode.
Holo
We saw
this
her from the
episode.
balcony go, "Tee, hi there, Fermi." Yeah.
Would you
Yeah,
like to
yeah,
come
I
back
see
to
what
my
you're
place,
doing there.
child?
With all that money. Yeah, he wants her hand in marriage. I think we kind of knew that was
Yeah, I
gonna
think
be a
we
thing.
like immediately.
I think we kind of knew that it's like I'm going to buy her contract. And
And condoms.
I'm going to I'm going to impregnate her on the first try.
Goatskin condoms.
I mean,
Yeah.
times are rough. You got to get going quick.
I mean, he ain't going to need no condoms. You think that, man? Holo, if she spreaded for him, he wasn't going to need a single condom. He'd rip right through it even if he had one.
No, he put it on wrong, and it's cutting off circulation. And he doesn't realize it.
Is that how it's supposed to look? Yeah, it's fine. Just fuck it. Just keep going.
I think I should take this off. I can't feel my dick. It's
I
turning
think it's
purple.
going numb.
This is fun. This sucks.
This is sex. Everybody always says it's the greatest thing.
I can't even.
I'm about to lose my dick.
I don't even like. Honestly, can't even feel you right now. What the fuck is this shit? I hate
Starts
this.
flicking at it. Just
Wake up. Maybe someone on a little makeup.
oh my god. There's a lot of talking in this episode.
Yeah.
A lot of talking.
Yeah, I mean, they had to devote a lot of time to explain the whole plan. There's a term for what Lawrence is doing, crashing the market. It's not even like a hard term, but I can't think of what it's called. But yeah, he's trying to basically. It's two parts to his plan. So, really three. One, he's going to start the rumor that weed is going up because he knows there's a lot of traveling people there that are only trying to get stuff quick to bring it back home so they can sell it. So the pyrite is the hot thing. Everybody has their attention on it. But he knows that wheat is the thing that people get because it's really safe. It's something that you can sell anywhere. It's like a universal thing. So he wants the apprentice to tell or spook them into thinking, oh, wheat is going up. Let me take my money out of this pyrite and I'm gonna go get some wheat. So that's one part of the plan. The other part of the plan is he's going to get his own pyrite because he's going to try to sell it, himself because it's going to make some money. But he's trying to get that secretly. And that's where the thing comes in with Mark and his, like, him jumping off the boat as far as helping Lawrence. Because up to this point, he's been pretty helpful. But Mark is different from Lawrence in that he has a store. And when you have a store, that means you have a community that you had to uphold. He's not in a position that Lawrence is where he can kind of slyly swindle somebody and their relationship is unchanged because he doesn't have to face those people at the end of the day. He does business with, the same people, but that's maybe like once every couple months or even years. These are people he's going to deal with, talking about Mark. These are people he's dealing with every day, every week. So he can't like intentionally try to crash the market and be super shady the way Lawrence can because he's not a traveling merchant. So I like that you got the contrast and perspective with those two. And then after Mark made his position clear, Lawrence understood it and backed off, and even apologized for asking that of him.
Mm-hmm. I think it's kind of interesting how Lawrence is so eager to swindle people still, whenever he himself got swindled not that long ago.
I mean, it's part of the business. As long as you aren't cheating.
Yes.
Yeah, as long like there, because even in that, there's rules to it. Like as long as you're not like literally stealing. Everybody's in the same type of business. Everybody's trying to get away. One over on somebody. They're trying to find the trend to see what is the most profitable thing. So at the end of the day, he's really just trying to capitalize. That's all it is. But I guess the most interesting part came when Lawrence met up with Fermi, and then they had their duel as merchants do.
Yeah, I love how Lawrence kind of like mentally got the upper hand on him, essentially, where he basically kind of like, at first he wasn't, and I'm talking about Fermi, he wasn't really kind of like gonna buy into it, but the second Lawrence was talking about,
she cried in my arms 3 times.
She looks so cute when she cries. All of a sudden, like, he couldn't even finish his sentence. He just, got up and was like, okay, motherfucker, we're gonna do this now.
that goes back to
that believe that, by the way. They see a
believe
girl
what?
crying and they think it's cute.
Oh,
It's a very common thing.
I don't think it's cute. I think it's, well, depends on who it is. It makes me sad.
Yeah, it makes me sad too. Some people get turned on by it.
We don't talk about those people. Also, care to explain Mr. C tactics? What the hell is plap, 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 get pregnant, plap, plap, plap?
I believe that is Adorburb channeling hentai, and then trying to pin it on me that I would tell. So,
oh my
God. Why are we here? Just to suffer?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yes. Oh yes.
Our resistant, there's nothing
the gloves
but a
are off.
radar.
For me, as for Fermi, the gloves are off. He's like, I accept your challenge. Stick out your hand.
I like how this whole thing was brought about, because again, it's a duel between merchants. This isn't, 2 guys as let's fight over the pretty girl. It's like what we were saying last podcast, where Holo was talking about the difference between what makes a good man and what makes a good adult. And then in this instance, what she means by that is like, I guess not like man, but like a good lover. That's a better way to put it. What makes a good lover and what makes a good like adult male. And she was saying the difference between adult males, like they'll trick people. They won't be totally upfront. They'll be composed about their feelings and whatnot, but that's not always the good way to go about certain things. Whereas, a good male, good lover, is more like impulsive. I think that's the word. Yeah. Where she was saying they may act like, childish, and they won't trick people, but at least they're honest. And I think you're seeing a mix of that with Lawrence in how he's dealing with Fermi. Because there's the adult side of him that's trying to manipulate him, obviously. I mean, he goaded him into taking the duel. It's exactly what he wanted. And then there's the childish part of him, because he's doing all of this for Holo. The man took out all his assets because of Holo, because he's trying to get her back.
Oh, that's right. That's what he said to the guy when he found out that there was marriage contract was involved. He said, "Give me all my money, take it all out."
Yeah. So you're seeing both sides of Lawrence in this drama, but yeah, now it's going to be a game of him trying to get this pyrite and essentially him seeing how the prices look, because if it doesn't drop by that time that they agreed on tomorrow, then he would have Fermi would have all the money he would need to free Holo of her contract, which doesn't exist. But
right,
and then we would have to see whether Holo goes with them or not, because that's what Lawrence was trying to get at. Even if all Fermi's plan works and he gets the money and everything, it's still ultimately Holo's decision on whether she goes with him or not. So that's the real big choice. But this is like the
and this is
secondary thing.
This is definitely showing that Lawrence, I think, obviously, yeah, he has feelings for her, but I feel like it's more than just traveling companion or keeping a promise. I feel like there's some true love there. You wouldn't do this for somebody who you're an acquaintance with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he's a merchant, so his money is his lifeblood. So the fact that he would go to that extreme almost immediately, shows how much connection he has with Holo. Like that's his most valued treasure.
Yeah, and it kind of like harkened back to the last episode at the beginning of this one, where Holo was saying, "What are you to me? Like, what are we?" And I think we're gonna find out our answer here the next couple episodes.
Sure.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get a full-on sex scene. Either that or you know what?
Flap,
God. We're gonna get a scene where Kraft is gonna bring up a boombox, hold it up.
Baby, come back.
I
need you. Baby, come back.
It's gonna be the end of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That's it.
Oh man, but yes, it's gonna be interesting. Gonna be fun. On to the next episode.
Yeah.
The next episode.
I guess so. Let's go, bro, to Oshi no Ko.
Season 2,
episode 3. I feel offended after this episode. I'm not gonna lie.
Offended?
I think this anime personally targeted me this episode.
What are you talking about?
What's the mangaka girl's name? What's her name?
Abiko.
Yeah. She's me, and I'm her. We are cut from the same cloth. I literally, I'm not kidding. Watching this episode, I went, holy shit. I need to think about life. Like, this is how I treat YouTube.
Wait a minute. Now you want to sit here and say now you relate to her. When I was beating my chest last podcast talking about the greatness of Abiko, I was met with dead silence. Now this man wants to... Nah, I don't like it.
Listen,
if it makes you feel better, Sasuke, I still feel that way.
Well, that doesn't make me feel better, but
at least I'm consistent.
Listen, missions change. They always do. Master Chief said it to his hot AI. I know. I played the game. And the same thing. This week, the missions changed. Okay? This character is me This character is me. Like, this is all of her issues are my issues, guys.
Hello, Midnight Lord. Welcome, welcome in.
Do I
good,
need
Midnight.
a second therapist now? Do I need an editor?
I mean, don't you already have one?
Couple, but listen. This character's me. What the fuck?
Burmese you, Abiko's you. Do we have a you in every show we're watching?
Nokotan is definitely C. He just walks around eating a bunch of deer crackers.
She tactics.
C tactics. Doom.
Dude,
Light Ruler has a good point. Abiko probably smells.
That's a smell.
Okay,
that's a smell of success.
No, I do not. Let me tell you. I would be the most beautifulest smelling person you ever met. I apply gallons of this delicious cocoa butter. I antiperspirant, deodorize. I take 8 showers a day, 27 showers afterwards.
I feel like that's not good for you.
I have no skin anymore. It's crazy, but trust me, it works. But no, seriously, seriously. A year ago, she was me, and I've improved a lot. I don't like I work with people now. Because like that was her thing. She fired all of her editors and all that stuff, and she was deadline after deadline. That was me a year ago. I was doing all of these like things that were harming me. I was burning out consistently. I was depressed consistently, and I was, losing love in what I was doing. That's literally like that's what I was going through. And so this episode, when I saw this, I was like, obviously I was aware of this before, like kind of joking, but when I saw this, I was like, man, this is crazy. This is really crazy. Like this anime captured that perfectly. And this is like one of the only anime where I think they capture internet culture and modern culture really well, even though it's from the perspective of Japanese. I find that fascinating. I find that really fascinating.
They've always done really good when it comes to kind of like the side that you don't really see all that much, live action, plays, manga creation, Twitter, and cancel culture. That was, previous season. That one was really good.
Doom scrolling
For sure. But yeah, this was yet another really good episode, and I like how even Aqua's ass was surprised over going to a lot, because essentially what they're going to be doing is what Akane took him to. It was ping pong, the animation turned to real life. I loved it. But yeah, he was like, wow. And I don't know if that's exactly how they do it, but if it is, that's really cool. They have like 4D type where the wind blows and everything's rotating. If that's how it's really done, that's fucking cool. That's really neat.
The stage around.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I've ever been to one myself, but I mean, I feel like that has to be a real thing.
That's pretty cool how they do that, though. Like, watching a play is one thing, but something to where it's so immersive where you feel like you're there and you can feel the wind, that's incredible. I love that.
Yeah.
They put the Microsoft puts the nano chips inside of you, and they make you feel things you can't feel, and you become a blood-sucking Democrat like Hillary Clinton.
Get out here, Alex Jones.
All right.
We don't. KOA doesn't endorse you anymore.
Okay, I'll go back to my conspiracy theories with what the fuck's that guy on my show? What's the Nazi guy name? What is he again? Nick Fuentes, that fucking asshole. Fuck, dude, he smells so bad. I want to go back on Joe Rogan's show, but he won't let me come.
Does he smell worse than Obiko?
I don't know who that is. I assume that is a blood-sucking vampire Democrat alien. Yes. The answer is yes.
Okay, well, see you later, Alex.
See ya, bye. Have a good day, y'all.
All right, shut the door.
Except for you, John.
What did John ever do to you?
John's a...
Beep. Boy, John's a beep, 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 mother. Stuff it up. All right, let's lock the door and make sure he never comes back.
Let me in, you shit ass. Let me back in. I forgot my phone.
I'm gonna call the police.
I forgot my keys and my phone. Okay, I'm leaving. Y'all next week.
Yeah. I guess we should talk about the really, really big, important thing that happened this episode, and that was the teardown of Obiko. Well, and also...
And C Tactics.
What's her name?
Yuriko.
This whole episode... These past 2 episodes haven't focused on our main characters really all that much. And it's really good. Quite amazing.
This is the most I've liked Oshi no Ko.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. As much as C Tactics was saying he wanted to kill this series, I was expecting us to be done with it after episode 3, but I mean, I'm actually enjoying it. Is there something wrong with me, guys?
No, I think well, the beginning of Oshi no Ko was really good too with I think what the show is doing is playing to its strengths, which in my opinion is like giving us a lens into the community, given obviously just written by a mangaka. So when he goes into detail about stuff like what a creator's mind looks like, and in a previous season, how it feels to have an adaptation bomb and stuff like that, it feels natural, you know what I mean? Because this is a mangaka who's actually been through that. You know, I'm probably gonna fuck his name up. Is it Ayakasa? I might be fucking up his name, but it's a mangaka for Kaguya-sama. But he's been through this before, so it just feels there's a certain like genuine feel to it when when he's giving these criticisms and insight into these certain things. But
Right. It's like a real conversation between him and the scriptwriter or whoever.
Yeah.
It feels like a real conversation.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's had this conversation in either direction, being the mentor, or the person or the student. I wouldn't be surprised if he had that conversation with somebody, with a mangaka, just because of how he rose to popularity with Kaguya-sama and whatnot. But do y'all remember when Oshi no Ko was a revenge story? I mean,
Pepperidge Farms remembers.
that's still a part of it, but
Yeah, but that's not to say that it can't shine in other aspects. Because, like I said, I feel like when it comes to stuff like this, it does really good at. It's this stuff is fine. The revenge stuff is fine. It's the romance shit I can't stand.
Yeah, I don't like that shit. When it has something to say, this show's great. When it's a commentary, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
When it's trying to find the killer, it's entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say it's great, but it's entertaining. Yeah, and I'm starting to now kind of like understand where Satsu's coming from when he's talking about how fucking stupid the main character is. I hate the main character at this point. This episode, it dawned on me this episode. I was like, I don't care about you. In fact, I don't care about any of you. I just
had an epiphany mid-episode, like,
I don't care
you
about
suck. You suck.
yeah, that's literally what happened. I mean, I was confronted with my fucking life in this anime, so might as well have another revelation.
So not only did you realize Abiko is me, but you were also like, Aqua sucks ass.
He does, dude. He's like, he's so boring and uninteresting.
He's basically.
He's a rice. He's a rice cookie. That's what he is.
I mean, what I was gonna say is, he's okay. We all know a guy or two that used to be the edgy friend, and maybe they're trying to be edgy. It's like they're trying to be too cool when really all they have to do is just be themselves. And I feel like that's what Aqua is.
Overdoing it, overthinking it, just totally smelling his own farts. That is exactly what
I'm the smartest man here.
I mean,
can save this whole production. Yeah.
This isn't really to defend Aqua because I've already expressed I don't like him, but we understand why this is the case because he was a grown man that was reincarnated, so
I forget
it's kind
that
of like,
sometimes.
Yeah,
he doesn't feel like that at all. He doesn't feel like an old dude that got reincarnated.
he doesn't, but there's like, because there's this jaded perspective he has with a lot of things where he just is disinterested. Whereas like with Ruby, you see why her personality is so bubbly and sparkly is because in her previous life she was sickly, and then she got a new lease on life. So it's kind of like when you're going through what Ruby went through, and you get another chance to live life, you're walking around, you're healthy, that that kind of changed her personality where she's like, now she's super happy. Whereas I think it worked in the opposite with Aqua, where it's like, I gotta do this shit again. and then of course his mom's murder messed him up pretty bad. So.
Could you imagine living to like 45, remembering all your memories, and you're a new person again with a new mom and everything? That would be crazy.
I don't know what I'll do.
I don't know either.
That would be the most painful existence.
I'll be like, I gotta do this life thing again.
I gotta do this life thing again. And not only that, I'm not me. I'm someone else now.
It's like,
That's insane.
They didn't erase my memories when they reincarnated me. They fucked up.
Yeah.
Now I'm in an existential hell.
They forgot to control alt delete.
You know the secrets to the universe nobody else does.
And I think that's a problem some people actually do go through. Like, when kids are super smart and they can't socialize with other kids because they're not, they're a different mental capacity. And I think that also is why Aqua is so antisocial in some aspects. I don't think the show does like a great job of emphasizing his past life influencing his personality in current time, but
there's like no reason for it. It feels like the reason he's doing this is because by the end he's going to use it as a way to like, aha, that's how I'm going to tie it all back together.
You may think I'm a teenager, but I'm an adult and I solved this mystery. Yeah.
You thought it was Aqua, but it is I, Dio.
Whatever his previous name was in his previous life. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right. Let's talk about the good. I don't want to talk about this guy.
Yeah, let's break it down. Let's go. Let's talk about the parts that were pretty great.
But the parts that made me question life itself.
The parts that made you realize that she is you.
So, Can I go on my Abiko love spree again?
Yep, the floor is yours.
Does this mean Satsu's about to hit on me?
No, not this time.
But I have all of her flaws.
You aren't a woman.
Well.
And that is where you fail, see.
That is your sin. So kind of just what I said last podcast is applicable. I'm not going to say that word. I reject saying that word. What I said last podcast, I think, still applies here in that, I feel like this episode though made Abiko a lot more sympathetic, and I think that's why C Tactus is like more on board with her and saw a connection with himself and Abiko. But there's a lot of different layers with what I saw in this episode and last episode. The reason I appreciated Abiko is because she gives this perspective as a creator that I don't think I've seen in an anime or manga, where it shows you kind of like where your pride gets you. You know, I maybe have seen this in different aspects of like with sports or fighting and stuff like that, but never, I don't think I've seen it where a mangaka is having this type of perspective. But no, like if you make a hit series, I think it's understandable for someone to have a bit of an ego like Abiko does. And although she was very demonstrative last episode, I still understood where she was coming from, because my take on it is, if I had a creation, if I created something, my own ideas, and I breathed life into it through my art, dialogue, and planning and stuff like that, and then somebody had an adaptation of my work and I felt like it was being misrepresented, I would be as heated as she was last episode. Now, would I tear down the people that, no, I wouldn't go that far, I don't think. And I think that's where the divide came with Abiko and the audience, is because everybody's like, all right, you don't know what you're doing here. You aren't qualified. There was a miscommunication. You're not seeing eye to eye. But again, for her, this is part of her being. And Yoriko was relating to her because even though she let her adaptation go the way it did, she understood where Abiko was coming from. Because again, when you're writing a manga, as she was saying, she could tell who a mangaka is by their work, because you're putting yourself into it in some way, shape, or form, whether it be through the characters, the themes. You can see a person in their work, no matter what it is. And you can go, hyper extend this out of the manga realm. It can go into anything that you do. You can see what type of person someone is by their work. So, I felt like I felt like this sense of, I don't know. It was like happiness at seeing the character being portrayed this way, because I don't think I've ever seen it again in this type of light. And she was on the extreme side, and I think this episode they put her more down to earth, to where you could see where she was coming from with her arguing with Yuriko, and then they also showed you the stress, compounded on why she was acting the way she was. But no, Abiko is still my character.
The fact that they, are showing more kind of the real side of weekly mangas being released and missing deadlines and all that other stuff is something I feel like they need to show more of, instead of just like, oh, we just barely missed it. Aren't we all like shriveled up and look like we're dying? Isn't it funny? It's not. That's not funny. That's what really happens to these mangaka. They're literally dying to make this shit.
Mm-hmm.
There needs to be and I kind of just love that whole perspective where Abiko was just saying, you know, when she was kind of like yelling at Yuriko, saying, "You have, you don't have to do it weekly like I do. You have this whole at your own pace, monthly manga, whatever." And it was just kind of like a back and forth. They were both right for different reasons. I feel like, Abiko has her pride and she understands that because Yuriko gave up her property rights to make a shitty live action version adaptation of her manga, she doesn't want the same thing to happen to her. And, I guess I can understand that. But basically, Yuriko was like saying, you can't live like this. You can't treat people like this because you're going to eventually be alone if you keep doing shit like this. And I loved kind of that kind of tough love, so to speak, where it's just like, I know you don't want to hear this. I know you're tired. You're probably running on 2 hours of sleep, but get over yourself, type of thing. So it was very well done. I thought it was just something that needs to shed light more in the industry, especially with how popular anime is now.
Yeah. And C said how he relates to Abiko. I felt like I related to Abiko and like I don't how destructive her pride can be, because that is the case with myself a lot of the times. I if I can help it, I rarely ask for help. Even if it's like something minor. I don't try to seek out help. Um and that's not like a brag or anything. That's not a good personality trait to have necessarily. But there's I don't know, it's just something in you or in me and I guess in her that prevents from reaching out to people. And it could be like a social thing too as well. But that sense of pride is the core factor, I think, where um she never said anything like this in this episode, but like for me, I always want to say that I did something myself, right? And I think Abiko with her is more so like she doesn't have trust in anybody conveying her feelings onto something, like that's why she doesn't want to have any editor or assistants, for example, because she's like, oh, they're all trash. And that's because she has a certain vision for something and she just feels that nobody can really represent it as well as she can. And in that sense, I could understand that. That's why to this day I've never even thought about having an editor, because I'm kind of worried that if I did, then whatever I had planned wouldn't actually get put on screen. So I feel like everybody can relate to Abiko in some sense. In some sense,
Mm-hmm.
it's just varying levels of it,
Not for me.
Yeah.
For me, it was 1-to-1. Everything you saw, all of my flaws, every single one of them.
Even the toothbrush thing.
Yeah, you do the double tooth.
I don't do that. I once again, the hygiene part is the only thing we cannot relate on. I am the master of hygiene. You could smell me from a mile away because I'd smell so good. They'd be like, "Oh, what is that? What is
Do
that
you leave your
pleasant
room
smell?"
that messy?
Also, my room is always very clean. I have periods where it gets messy, but it's never crazy. Like
It's
if
just
somebody,
not piles of trash and you're just like, sorry for the mess.
oh god, no, I couldn't do that.
Yeah,
I
just
couldn't do
sit
that.
somewhere over there.
It's just
No, like
grab a pen.
my messiest is like somebody would walk in and they probably wouldn't notice it's messy, but they'd be like, "There's a lot of things on your desk. Your desk is pretty crowded. Are you are you cleaning right now?" They like something like that. So
Shit.
I'm kind of the opposite. I have like boxes and stuff laying around. I wouldn't say I'm messy as far as like bags of trash and stuff, but
I know where
you would
everything
notice.
is.
Yeah, pretty much. I know where everything is, and if anyone moves it or fucks with it, I'm gonna be pissed because I'm gonna go. It was right here. Where'd it go? Well, I just moved it over here. Why would you do that? Well, it was in the way. Oh, where did you move it? I have to know where it is. I think I put it. You think? It drives me nuts.
Yeah. Uh, I like that arguing between Yoriko and Abiko because Abiko, of course, has a weekly manga that sold a lot and got an anime adaptation. And what the detail I really like from Yoriko is they never outright stated it, but there was some jealousy on her end
Oh, for
because
sure.
she's the one who taught her, right? She's the mentor,
Hmm.
and she's seeing someone that she taught essentially like Scott, go past her and you know, like she said, quickly get an anime adaptation because Abiko I think is like 22, so for her to have all this acclaim and recognition at that age is insane. Um, so yeah, there was some jealousy on that side, but she internalized that feeling and decided that she wanted to help her despite that feeling. And maybe she even used that to motivate her because
I think she
that,
did.
that's another something I can relate to. Like, there's a lot of times I get jealous with certain things, but I don't, I don't, jealousy or envy. I don't know which one is a worse word, but
They're both kind of the same.
yeah, but I feel like one you can kind of not let bleed into being uh like a
Yeah,
bad trait necessarily.
I
Like
guess. Well, envy a deadly sin? So I mean, at least you could say jealous and not envy.
yeah, because you could be jealous of something and then that can be fuel for you to
Hmm.
be better. And that's
Right.
kind of like what I do. Like I don't try to let jealousy be like fucking hate him. I wish he just trip
Right.
and die. Like I'm not.
Right. I think that's what envy is. I think
Yeah.
envy is to the point where you just kind of wish bad thing. You literally become the player hating club where you
Mhm.
just, my God, this man is just ugly. From the Chappelle Show.
You know, that was just like an interesting conversation between the two. Like I sold more than you. She's like, like how you was like, well, my shit is just better.
It's just better. Yeah, your adaptation sucked. Well, not all of it sucked. There was that last episode with Kana and how she really sold the one character in the one scene.
Mhm,
And I love how they threw that back from the first season because
mhm.
I still loved how they did that, where the whole series sucked, but until they brought her into it, and like she felt like that was the only time when the adaptation was perfect because, you know, you it's kind of like watching a shitty movie, but it has a wonderful finale. You know what I mean? Where you're just
Mhm.
like, well, I might as well finish this. Gotta see how it ends. And then you go, that ending was actually pretty good. I wish the rest of the movie was like that.
It's because
Yeah,
Kana's the best.
Yeah, but now Abiko's going to do what I kind of thought was going to happen, which was go to a stage that was written by Goya, the original screenwriter, and see what he does, how he adapts that and puts it into work. So that's gonna be cool to see. I figured it was gonna come down to something like that to show her instead of tell her because you could tell me things to you're blue in the face. But when I actually like see it, I go, oh, that's what they meant. I like it.
yeah, yeah. So where I think it's going to lead is she's going to have to. She and Go are going to work in tandem, where her vision. He's going to try because he loves the series too. So that's a plus. He loves the series, maybe not as much as the mangaka, but if they cut out all the middlemen and they just have a conversation with each other, I think Goya would be able to um put out her story in a way it can be digested in a stage setting. Because like Aqua was trying to, his point was when he saw that stage, he was like, no, I don't think. Well, I don't know how he just knew this. It's sometimes where
But he's
Aqua
so
is just
smart.
yeah. Sometimes Aqua is just like the mouthpiece for the author. Because I'm like, wait, I understand you feel this way, but he'll say some shit where it's like, yes, it is no possible way Abiko can make anything this great. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, all right,
There is just no way at all.
yeah, but yeah, I think they're gonna have to work together because Abiko has her ideas on what she wants to do, but ultimately she is a novice in this field. Things translate as a writer. You can translate to this thing, but that doesn't mean you're going to be an expert or you're going to utilize this medium as well as you should be. So let Goya, the expert, handle what he can do, but you oversee or intervene when you think is needed, where you feel like a character is lacking. No. Can't change that. You figure out a way to do it in the stage setting. That's where it's going to have to come down to communication on that front. So I think Goya is going to come back. It would be interesting if he's petty and he's like, he wants her to
Fuck your
apologize.
couch. That would be funny. I don't think he would, but I would honestly be a little caught off guard if he did that. It's like, okay, I'll do it. Kiss my ring.
I want him to. I don't want him to necessarily be an asshole, like stoop down to her level or whatever. But I would like to see him prompt her to acknowledge his expertise in it, or maybe she'll. Who knows? She could, apologize upon seeing him.
Yeah, it could be that too. It's like, oh, you saw one of my stage plays?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. What'd you think of it? It was great.
You
Oh.
like my stage plays, don't you, Sweetwart?
That almost sounded like Ellen from Smiling Friends.
Oh, this is going to be a great play. I can't wait.
C, are you there, C?
I am dead. I've died.
Did the coffee wear off already?
The coffee, I was literally about to say, the coffee is making me crash right now. Mega hard.
I thought you was about to say the deadline. I was like, oh god.
Oh no!
Oh,
I
no,
don't got any
he's
deadlines
got-
anymore. I got rid
Quick.
of deadlines.
Was there anything else?
Well, this is a killer pass.
I did very quickly. I did like. I feel like this is where things may not be exactly true when they were talking about the job of an editor. I think on a general basis, like on a general basis, I think that makes sense what they were saying, because they were saying the editors. What are the two jobs of an editor? One is to ensure that the manga is profitable, and the other is to make sure it stays profitable. I think that's true in a sense. I don't think that's true for every editor, though. I don't think that's something uniform that you can give to any editor, because I think there's going to be editors who truly care about the work that they're overseeing, and they'll, of course, give their opinions and amendments on things that they truly think will make the series better. Obviously, though, with anything that's a part of a business, capitalism trumps all, so people are going to try to milk as much as they can from something and disregard quality. But I felt like that was a cynical way to look at editors.
Mm-hmm.
I know the editors are probably like, bitch.
That's not all we do.
In my opinion, the best way to use editors, especially as a content creator, is to use them as not strictly for editing, is for creative collaboration. So I give a lot of respect to editors. Well, the ones that can do that. That is.
For sure.
Hear that, Satsuki? Hear these words? Get yourself an editor, Satsuki.
Do
No. No.
Do it now.
What if I became your editor?
I don't want you as my editor.
Would I be a really, really good editor for you?
You would be the best. I still don't want you.
So, are we killing or passing?
Oh, this is easy. This is the best I felt about an Oshi no Ko pass.
Yeah, same. Pass for me.
This episode had Kana in it. That was a big plus. It also had me. So that's a bigger plus.
Oh, Melt.
Or not.
Melt.
Poor Melt. Poor Melt.
It is funny how
who
Yuriko
cares?
still doesn't like him.
Who cares?
It wasn't his fault. It was the direction. You can't blame the actor.
Every time she looks up, she's like, "Oh yeah, whatever."
Mm-hmm. You can't blame the actor for the shitty director. You just can't.
Well, you can.
You
There's an
can,
option.
but it's
You can make
but
that play.
it
John
makes
Madden
no sense.
will call it. He will call
What?
that play.
Why did she think that she was going to be able to drink with them?
She probably doesn't hang around a lot of young people.
Ate too many deer
So when-
crackers.
So then whenever she was there, she's just like, fuck, all you guys are in high school. Oh,
They don't even look like adults.
I know. And I swear, if I was ever in a situation like that too, I'd probably fucking drink. I'd be like, all of you are old enough to be my kid. Bottoms up. Why am I hanging out with you?
Why did she drunk a beer and Aqua was like, "Wow, she's a heavy drinker." I was like, "What the?"
That's just one beer. If that's a heavy drinker,
Then that girl in the Fable must be like,
right, she must be not just an alcoholic, but she's a chronic. She needs help.
She
I think
has
she still
chronic.
needs it.
She has chronic. I need help.
I couldn't think of the damn word, but you know what I meant. Like she's really beyond saving. Like if Aqua's like, this bitch, she's an alcoholic. She drank one drink. Fuck you, Aqua. You used to be an adult. You were probably the alcoholic.
Huh? Meme Cho is like 25. She looks 16. That's true,
Meme
but
Cho's a
she's like
gremlin.
this. She's like the exception.
Yeah.
She's the fucking exception overall in this series. Why is she even in the show?
I don't know. Her
It
being
explain-
25 is just hilarious to me.
It
I don't know why.
explained the last season. Like she lied about her age just so that she could get like parts or something.
That is so funny to me.
And because she had a young look on her face, she could be like young for like a lot of things or something. I don't know.
No, she wanted to do the idol thing. That's why she wanted to appear younger.
Yeah. Yeah. She was 25, looked 16, on a dating show with other teenagers.
Seems a little
Just saying.
problematic.
I mean, she didn't date someone at least.
Yeah, she at least kept her distance. She's like, the producers won't let me touch you.
Yeah, I'm passing it. This is the best season of Oshinoko so far. If at any point it devolves into incest, I
It's
will.
Wincest.
I will pass it through that arc because I need to see the train wreck. I need to see it. But if there is no incest, then
I still want that gas.
I wish it would, still happen because then I could laugh. Hard. That's what she said.
Long and hard.
Let's move on to our final show of the evening. The Fable.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I don't even know where to begin. I'm gonna be honest.
This was.
We should start with the bear stuff, because
Okay.
let's save the best for last. This episode of the Fable.
Doesn't really much happen this episode. We could just kind of like skip to the end already.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like the mountain stuff was like he stabbed a bear.
He ate a viper and got an erection. Because of it.
Yeah, that was the thing too.
And he
Is that a
loves
real
vipers.
thing?
He loves.
I don't
eating
know.
them.
Can you like eating a viper gives you a boner or something?
I feel like I've heard this before, but
I wouldn't
think,
be surprised.
I'm gonna look it up.
Isn't
Maybe I shouldn't.
aphrodisiac like? Isn't that not like a real thing? Isn't that like?
Well, an aphrodisiac is a thing.
Is it?
It just depends on what you eat and where you can find it.
Well, I mean,
Hold on. Eating
I don't know.
vipers. Oh no. Let me rephrase this. Can eating vipers cause boners?
Erections?
Okay, I immediately regret what searching what I was searching for. Can Solid Snake get an erection? I am done. So I'm never gonna know. I'm done looking.
I'm looking something up right now.
I just like
But
how
yeah.
Akira, like he stands up and he's crouched over, and he's like, "Why are you crouched over?"
But the funny thing is,
you know,
I just got a hunch in my back. But Akira, he couldn't even been fooled. He knew exactly. He's like, it happens. He knew he had an erection. That's what was funny. And the guy was just like, oh.
He really does not care.
I love how he sees rocks and trees as like a woman's body. So stupid.
I mean, how old is this guy?
I don't know.
Like, I remember being a teenager and I looked at a chair a certain way and I would be erect.
Yeah.
But freaking, like, I thought he was like an adult.
Those are
He's
dark
like,
times.
man, that goddamn tree, that bark looks like a lady's vagina.
I'll tell you what, by God. Man, that tree, that curve in that tree branch.
That tree branch. What that
Okay.
tree branch do?
Okay, no, there's definitely venom that can give you erections. There's specifically apparently a Brazilian spider that can give you like an hours long erection with its venom.
God.
Mm-hmm.
Where do I find this? No, I'm kidding. Go to Brazil, apparently.
Or you can go to the place where everything will kill you, Australia.
Oh, fuck, that's right. Everything's down under.
A dingo ate my baby. Also gave me a boner.
That is great. Dingo ate my baby, and I got a massive erection because some fucking spider bit me.
It's horrible.
Oh,
I like though. He gets attacked by a bear, and all I could think of is, does he still have the erection?
That was the thing that was in your mind. Oh man, I hope he doesn't have an erection now that the bear is gone. He would have looked at that bear a certain way and went, "Hey, how you doing?"
Damn.
I mean,
You
baby
looking
got
like a
back.
snake.
You look like a whole snack.
Like some bear jerky.
I mean, they're supposed to be in the woods for just a couple of days, right? Like 2 days, 2 nights. Something like that, right?
Yep.
And this man can't go 2 days without busting a nut.
I think the venom made that at that point the venom made him like delirious.
I'm sure. Especially if you're feeling a certain way. It's probably just like, I don't know. I don't know what to feel anymore.
I mean, he's probably overstimulated too, given that he's a Yakuza. So it probably wouldn't be out of bounds to think that he's either having a lot of prostitutes or like uh because he was talking about like how he always used to party and stuff like that. So you live that fast lifestyle, then it's halted for even just a couple of days, and especially when you're isolated from everything. That too.
Mm-hmm.
I could see it.
Yeah. Yeah, but other than that, took on the bear. I like to hear how he was said. Yeah, bear won't fuck with us anymore. Now it knows not to mess with people because they took viper venom, swiped it, swiped it on the knife, and basically, yeah, that bear is gonna be hurting for the next couple of days with an erection.
He's gonna have to bear that burden.
I love that pun. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much with the bear, and then they're done. They come back and all that. But other than that, nothing else happened this episode.
Yeah, nothing.
Tune in next week.
I'm
kidding. Shall we talk about the battle?
Yoko. Oh no.
Yoko. Holy shit.
Another Yoko oh no segment on KOA this week.
I feel like the bartender needs to have his own show. Freaking I love this bartender, how he has these inner monologues in his head. He's just like, in this corner, we have the playboy that always gets the ladies. And on this corner, we have Yoko, who's...
he even had nicknames for both of them.
Yeah, I forgot the nickname.
He called KOA Muhammad Ali, and then he called her the drunkard queen.
Yeah, that's a good title, to be honest. And hello, Nathaniel Duncan. Welcome in.
The Fable's giving me Black Lagoon vibes. I could see why you say that.
I could see that too.
Light Roller, Yoko is not... There's no greatness involved with Yoko.
I think she's pretty great.
She is great in a sense.
No, she's infamous.
20 tequila shots? She's kind of a legend.
20. I'm sorry, but I think maybe 3 or 4 tops for me when it comes to tequila, because tequila is some strong shit. Take those shots and you're just like, ooh, I can't feel my face. Yeah. I don't know where I am. But 20? Yeah, no wonder that other guy puked his brains out and couldn't stand up straight and had probably acute alcohol poisoning.
Well, apparently not, because Yoko just diagnosed him real quick and was like, nah, he's all right.
He's all right. He just put him on his side. He'll be fine.
Oh my god, 20 though.
20.
Jesus.
I don't feel like
just playing it off too. Oh, you gotta do a shot with me.
I don't even know what to like. I don't know how to create a sentence around one singular sentence. Like I don't know how to comment on this. I don't know how to react to it. I don't know how to discuss this. I don't know.
She's great.
You just gotta watch the episode. You have to watch it to understand. There's no words to describe the menace that is Public Enemy number 1 Yoko Ono.
Public Enemy number 1. Okay.
She's doing this out of pure boredom. It's not like KOA did anything. Well, I'll say this. I wouldn't say it's deserved what she did to him, but KOA definitely has some questionable behavior.
He's getting women drunk to have sex with them.
Which
is kind of rape.
Yeah.
And he even tells the bartender to give her a stronger drink while he drinks something not as strong.
And then the bartender was like, Even playing field.
Yeah, I like the bartender's the best person in all of this. Like
He really is.
he's still kind of a scumbag a little bit just for letting this transpire, but he's just like no, you both had to play it on even playing field. It gives him the same drink. I know when he drunk, he was like, what the? I wish he would have made a reaction to the bartender like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's one of those. What the? I told you, as he's like choking it back. I told you. There's more.
This doesn't seem like the used bartender.
Wait a minute. My vision's fading. You gave me the same amount.
Oh my god. The best part is whenever Yoko covers her face away from Kawhi and makes the face at the bartender like, you're a pro, right? And then I am a pro.
He's just like, yes, I am a pro bartender. For sure. Yeah, these past 3 or 4 episodes have been just fun. Just fun times. The second half of the season's just, Yoko greatness and Akira wisdom.
Get ready for that to end, like now.
Oh, I knew it wasn't going to last because I knew eventually we were going to have to go back to old Scarface and a couple of other people. So I just wonder what they're going to do.
Yeah, this was definitely the calm before the storm type of thing, but no, Yoko. Oh my god, he started throwing up in the bathroom, stumbling out, fell all over himself.
Yep, she's like, "Oh, we gotta see his face. I gotta see his face," and then he comes out running. Oh my god, he's running! So cute.
And then when he goes back up to the bar and he's sitting down, and then he's like, "I need some water." this is the worst part. Yoko just goes, "Here, drink it. It's water."
Oh,
Oh my
and
god.
the fucking sad thing is that happened to me before.
Oh,
Except it wasn't so much a shot. It was a can of Bud Light or Budweiser, some kind of Bud, and they were like, "Here, have some soda," and I was just like, "You guys are the best. Thank you for," and I went, "This doesn't taste like soda," and then I kept drinking it.
Oh my
because I was already that drunk.
Yeah, that was a knockout punch. My god, he knocked out and then shit himself.
Oh my god, that's right, he did. The subtitles fart. Man, I can say I've never done that. Thank God. Thank God I never got to that part.
It was even bad before then, because before he sat at the bar, he started going in creepo mode where he's like, "I'm not leaving until I sleep with Yoko."
Yeah. Right.
And then he was saying it out loud.
Yeah, he was his inner thoughts were becoming outer thoughts. And you know what they say, whenever you're drunk, you kind of like your emissions are lowered, but also like your true kind of like thoughts come out, so you don't have really control over your thoughts.
Yeah,
that was
no filter.
That was that no filter. He's just saying it out loud. Just, I want to have that ass. It's just he had a goal in mind. He was going to get it. I came here because I wanted to fuck, and I'm not leaving this bar until I at least
get
a BJ. Oh, come here.
I wonder if they're ever going to call each other after that, because he has to be embarrassed.
Dude is going to wake up, go, I smell like shit. I taste like vomit. What the fuck happened last night? I thought I was going to get some, and he's going to probably blame the bartender, to be honest. He's going to be like, the bartender fucked me last night. Not literally, but just like figuratively.
The bartender has to go to jail for something. Because isn't a bartender supposed to stop you at a certain point when you're like too far gone?
Right. It's their responsibility to cut you off. If they feel it, I mean, it's their right. if they feel as if you've had too much, you're cut off. And if they feel like you're going to argue, you're out of here. We're calling the police. One of those type of things. Or you can call them a cab, get them an Uber, something like that. But God, yeah, that's I don't know how it is in Japan, but that was bad.
In that moment, he wasn't a bartender; he was a referee, overseeing their epic battle.
He was kind of the ref because he was playing. He wasn't giving one advantage over the other, even playing field. But just if that guy died, I'm sure he would have felt bad.
Damn.
Damn.
Well,
Oh no!
Time to sweep him out of here.
oh my god! I wonder how much money he made that day.
I mean, shots are pretty pricey. 20 shots?
And that's
He made
20
pretty good money.
shots. That's 20 shots each.
So 40, he poured 40 shots. So
Jesus.
yeah, he made some pretty good money. And if they tipped him right, well, that's right, in Japan they don't tip. But yeah, he made good money.
That was pretty much it, though. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a simple episode, but hilarious.
Fun episode. It's a shame because, you said this is a calm before the storm, which means, gulp, something's going to happen these next episodes, and not looking forward to see what happens. I mean, leave Akira alone. He did leave Akira, and also leave, where is she? Leave Misaki alone. Leave Yoko alone. Leave all the people we like alone.
No, I don't. We should not leave Yoko alone. We should leave her alone. We should leave people. We need to observe her. We need to make sure. We need to This is like a Truman Show thing. We need to build an environment around this woman.
Oh my god, I love the Truman Show.
Well, EA.
Not yet.
Oh, that's right. We got the viewer questions.
Viewer questions. Viewer questions.
First question. Would you rather be a Hooters waiter or a Maiden Cafe waitress?
What?
Maid
That's
cafe,
a real question?
I mean, the easiest one here is Maid Cafe. I'm not stepping foot in Hooters.
I don't know. I don't want to do that
Hooters.
voice though.
Hooters is delicious. I love their wings.
If I was in Hooters, I would just gotta. I guess my ass would be out.
Yeah, I mean, you wear the white top and then you got the orange booty shorts. So I mean, do you ever see that episode of King of the Hill where Dale wore the outfit? Fuck, I'll work at Hooters.
I think I'll take Hooters because I don't want to do the maid cafe thing. Hi, master.
Yeah, and then you got to make the omelet rice fucking thing and spray it in a face and then go I
feel more objectified in a. I think I would feel more objectified in a maid cafe than Hooters.
Same.
To me, I don't want to step in either of them. I mean, their food. I mean, I don't care. I'll eat both of their food. I will go to both places just to eat their food. But I'm not enjoying.
I will go there on Wings Wednesday wings deal or whatever for Hooters. The best. All you can eat.
I did not know that was a thing.
Yeah. I went to Hooters a lot. True story, by the way. Before we move to the next question, when I just turned 18, my parents took me to a Hooters, and they fucking embarrassed the shit out of me by having all the Hooters girls sing me happy birthday.
Oh.
It didn't end there. They actually got me up from the table and put me up in front of everybody as they were clapping, doing their fucking song and everything. And here's the 18-year-old me just...
You were on the path to becoming a murderer. You realize that, and you somehow something happened, someone got hit by a bus somewhere, and you were saved.
Yeah, you could say that. But God, I was embarrassed that day. And then, yeah, because, well, first of all, I didn't know my parents were going to do that. They were just like, yeah, we're just going to, because I love the wings. I love the food. I'll go for the food. I didn't know they were going to surprise me and ambush me with a birthday Hooters bash. Ugh. Next question.
If you could smell any anime character, this is real, by the way, that has been in the KOA lineup of animes, who would you smell and why?
So, out of all the KOA stuff that we've reviewed,
it looks like we switched fetishes.
yeah, somebody's like smelling.
Somebody really wants us to say power, I feel like.
Nah, this is a light ruler question. I said
It absolutely is a light ruler question, but I don't know. If there was someone that I would say take a whiff, it would have to be Fubuki.
Not a bad choice.
Yeah, and that's the scene where she just knocks on the door. Would you like to be a part of the? Hold on. No, and then shut the door.
Still can't get over that fry scene. I love that fry scene.
I had to think of everything we watched. That's a hard question. It's always harder when things aren't narrow because now
C would smell Vladilena. I know that.
Not true.
She smells like fake or artificial soap or something.
Or like eggs or something.
You know, she would probably smell the best.
Was she?
She's from Magnolia.
What does that mean?
She's like one of the rich oligarchs. Like, she smells wonderful. She probably smells the best out of any character we've ever covered.
There you go.
I think Vladilena.
I called it.
I think Vladilena. Handla.
Do we have what's the show that we watched? Oh, we did watch Vivi. But I don't want to. I mean, I
smell like silicone.
Yeah, that has
like
a smell to
electronic smell. You know, whenever you like if you're opening up like a brand new like Xbox or PlayStation, it's just like brand new electronics and stuff. That's what Vivi smells like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll probably have to go back to this.
We'll revisit it before we end.
Yeah. Next question. Which of Ichigo's spirits is your favorite? White Old Man Zangetsu, Tensa Zangetsu, or White Tensa?
Spirits.
I think spirits. I want to say Old Man Zangetsu.
So,
if I remember, isn't the spirit like inside the actual sword itself that he has?
It's like it's not really that important.
Yeah, the first one was pretty cool because he kind of looked cool. I don't know which one that was.
That was Tensa Zangetsu.
Okay, I'll go with that one then. If that's him.
I don't remember.
I'll go with White Ichigo.
Yes, question. You have to choose to fight one of these characters. Big Mom, Whitebeard, Kaido, Shanks, or Blackbeard. Who do you try to fight?
Isn't like Kaido ridiculously strong?
Yeah.
They all are.
Kaido, Whitebeard, Shanks, Blackbeard. You're
Wedding cake.
Wedding cake.
Which one kills me the quickest? That's the question. I think it's Kaido. I think Kaido kills me the quickest, so I'm going with Kaido.
This Whitebeard. What's his laugh? Or is it Blackbeard that has the ha 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 kind of laugh?
Well,
Kaido's like whoa.
That's Kaido.
Big Yeah, Big Mom's is mama, mama.
All right, Whitebeard.
Isn't it Zihahaha? Or am I thinking of
That's Blackbeard.
Yeah, Blackbeard. Okay, that's
Ooh,
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard.
I don't know what Shanks is. I don't know what Whitebeard is. I forget what Whitebeard is.
Whitebeard is weird. I can't even.
Okay,
Like,
I'll go with Blackbeard because he has the coolest laugh.
He does. He does have a really great laugh. Blackbeard would kill you immediately too. So
Cool. All right.
also, you can't say Blackbeard because that's racist. Next question.
Yes,
Does
a Blackbeard.
Holo have hairy armpits? Next question.
I mean,
the
this
best...
is. Hold on.
we gotta talk about this.
We gotta.
No,
this
she
is
does
important
it. It's
stuff
in the
that we
first
get.
episode. You see her armpit? She does it.
Oh, that's true. He makes a point.
Satsuki, look at your statue stat. We know if it's authentic. Does she have hairy armpits?
Yeah, sleeves.
Okay, there you go. She doesn't have hairy armpits.
She's got sleeves though. What's the best Naruto phase? Naruto Part 1, Shippuden, Boruto, Naruto, next Shippuden.
I've only ever watched part 1, so I don't really know.
I'm gonna go with B. Shippuden.
Oh, I think I got an answer for that smell question.
All right, let's bring it on.
Yeah, give me Akito from
Wow.
Juice Basket.
There you go. There you go.
Also,
Satsuki's
laugh.
He's a pervert.
Lightning Eagle says someone's laugh is fur.
The worst one I think was I forgot his name. It's a whack doctor from. Why am I forgetting the name of this arc? Thriller Bark. It's like shit. No. Actually, no. That's not the one.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Thriller Bark is my favorite.
I cannot remember the dude's name, but his laugh was so obnoxious. That's the only time where I was like, "Oh, please stop."
It's the bat vampire guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So not Gecko Moria, but the other one.
Yeah.
Best face, Satsuki, of Naruto.
Part 1. Part 1 has, for me at least, like no misses. Not to say that part 2 does, but I think that stretch from Land of the Way. Shoot. Nah, man. Part 1 is really great. Land of the Waves, tuning exams.
That was great.
Forgot what the name of the arc after that was, but when, Konoha Fall, Sasuke Retrieval. Great.
Is it Hogback? Fosh?
Yes.
There you go.
Listen to us laughing in the English dub. It is so annoying.
Next question is hard to answer, but which family would you join? Vinsmoke, Todoroki, Zoldyck, or Charlotte? Let me tell you. Vinsmoke are Nazis. Todoroki is
They
gonna get abused
on all their children.
I'm gonna get abused.
Yeah.
Zoldyck. First of all, it doesn't matter. If you're in the world of Hunter x Hunter, you're fucked. So, duh. Charlotte, that means you're one of Big Mom's siblings or children.
Jesus.
And she
The
had
80
sex
kids.
with literally anything. Like I think one of her children is like called Oven, and it's like this. They're all fucking misfits. Okay, they're all horribly disformed, grotesque horror movie villains. Except for Pudding. Pudding's like the only like relatively normal looking one, and she's got a third eye and 2 personalities and wants to kill Sanji. I do too. That last part was an opinion. I don't. The thing with Vinsmoke is, yeah, you kind of become a Nazi, but like.
But the suit looks cool.
The suit's cool. You're basically a super soldier. It's either that or Todoroki. These other
I'm
two.
going with the Charlotte. I'm going with the Charlotte. At least I could live a whole kick island. The
That's
other
true.
one, I'm just going to get abused. And then Big Mom has so many fucking kids that I can just get lost in the shuffle. Like, it wouldn't even matter.
You, Satsuki, get back here.
What-
How'd
what-
you know it was me?
What would your Big Mom child name be?
So it has to be like a food or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be like, give me like Nutter Butter. Nutter Butter, something stupid.
Mine would
All
be
right. Now there's a question. Mine will be Harry Pistachio.
There you go. Mine's Flambe.
What? I feel like doesn't someone have that name? Are you stealing someone's name?
It probably already is a thing, but
Let me see.
I would.
Yeah, there is.
There
Thieves?
Ellie says Nutter Buster.
Yeah, that's the girl who's shaped like a raindrop.
Oh, well, I don't. Okay, so
You plagiarizing mother.
I'll be Hot Dog.
Hot
Straight to the
dog.
point.
Hot Dog water.
Hot dog, hot diggity dog.
Next question: who's your favorite? Deadpool, Iron Man, Thor, or Wolverine? I am. It's Deadpool or Wolverine for me. I am fucking. Get Thor and Iron Man out of my face. I don't even want to read their names anymore. I don't even want to see the letters arranged in that order for the rest of my life.
Sheesh. Somebody hates Iron Man and Thor.
They're very easy to hate at this point, in my opinion.
Wolverine is my all-time favorite when it comes. Well, in this list for sure, but I think
never
he's
get
pretty
tired of
much up
Wolverine.
there.
So
The best representation of live-action Wolverine will always be Hugh Jackman. No one else can play Wolverine better than him, and the way he went out in Logan is sheerly a masterpiece. Like one of my favorite all-time just superhero movies. And I'm looking forward to Deadpool and Wolverine when it comes out this weekend. That's going to be, I have a feeling that's going to be a really good movie.
Sexalicious.
Yeah, but just something about his character, Wolverine, just such a tragic kind of like backstory. But I just, love Wolverine.
Going with Iron Man on this one.
It's a good one.
Killing Satsuki. Next question. And my dear friend Nokotan, Koshi was caught singing and dancing by Shikanoko. Were any of you caught singing and dancing by someone before?
Oh, I have a good story. It's not long, but I got caught at work singing where I thought I was completely alone. I worked at a law firm many years ago, and I was restocking this beverage station, and I was just singing just some random stuff. I sing. I'm going to admit it. I love singing. I sing by myself. I sing all the time. And I'm just, dip, 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 I don't know. I'm like really into this song, and I'm singing it. And I didn't hear this person walk in behind me and then, putting everything in there, turn around, and I'm just like, hi. You know how you try to make it seem like you're not doing the thing that you're doing?
Like you're acting all natural. You just,
Yeah, because I was like, that's it.
When did that wall get there?
Yeah. I was like, looking at my phone, and I remember. I won't forget what she said. She was like, "You were really into whatever you were singing,"
And I was just so red, and I was like, yeah.
I would have been like, "Want to sing with?"
Mhm. I
This
was
sounds
too
like
embarrassed by that
this-
point.
this sounds like a K-On plot. Hey,
Yeah.
you have a really great voice. Join our club.
Yeah, there was no club for me after that. It was just embarrassment. That's all it was. So yeah, that happened to me.
I don't think I've been
Uh,
caught singing and dancing.
Yeah, same. I was caught singing, but like I sing literally all of the time. Not like publicly or anything, but I was playing Assassin's Creed 2 for the first time, and I was in our living room at the time, and I was a teenager, so I just discovered a lot of really kind of like staple music, and I was singing something. I don't know, probably fucking Green Day or something. Welcome to paradise, you know. And my mother was like, "Are you singing?" And I just went, "Yeah, yes." What do you mean? Am I singing?
What do you mean? And thus C
He is
Tactics
dead.
was born.
EA's dead. He's the next one. So that was it.
Yeah, no, I said I don't think I've ever been caught
you've
singing
never.
and dancing. Not both. Like singing for sure, but not singing and dancing. I don't think so. I was trying to think. I was like, well, did I ever have? I don't think so. Because usually, if I'm dancing, because I don't usually dance. If I'm dancing, I am definitely by myself. Like
Yeah.
I know I'm by myself.
Are you dancing in the street?
No, I'm not dancing in the street. See tactics. Why?
I'll dance and then I'll get kicked out of Margaritaville.
Well,
Also true story.
maybe you got to do. I don't know. Got to hit the Dougie instead of the worm.
Yeah, do the gritty. I do that too. Yeah.
Sasuke dancing in the rain like Tom from Boondocks.
Next question. What series would you like to reread at some point? Berserk, One Piece, Naruto, or Dragon Ball? I'd love to reread Berserk, but for this question in particular, I don't think anything really. I would love to like reread. You know, like I need to do it. It's kind of like I'd like to reread Berserk. You know, from time to time. That's about it.
Out of those series, none. I'm not gonna read Berserk. Definitely not reading One Piece. I've already reread Naruto like as of 2 years ago, I believe. And same with Dragon Ball. I think that was 2 or 3 years ago as well. So I have no interest in rereading any of those series.
Yeah, I haven't read any of those. I've watched Dragon Ball. I need to read Berserk. I think that's a big one for me is I need to read Berserk.
If this was like any manga, I really want to reread Blade of the Immortal.
Oh, it's a lot of series I want to reread. It's some series I'm planning to reread like now. I mean, I just did One Punch Man not too long ago.
Next question: who will win a fight? Billy Butcher on Compound V or Batman? Batman with enough prep time.
I want to say Batman. The Master Detective.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "What you doing there, you weak cunt?" And he'd like cut his head off.
And then he'd go, I am the Batman.
What you talk about, you little cunt? What, you sipping from your mother's tits?
Batarang.
Metamucil, motherfucker.
Next question: who would you rather be friends with?
Friends?
Iron Man, Superman, Batman, or Spider-Man?
I want to be
Another
friends with
Iron
Spider-Man.
I would be
I
friends
feel
with
like
Batman.
Which one?
Batman.
I'd be so safe.
Which one? Adult Spider-Man. That's
Okay, so we're talking about
got his
Toby.
shit together. Yeah, I would say Toby, the Toby version, the less nerdy version.
I need that money.
Batman
Oh.
seems.
I want to be friends with Superman.
That's a good
Superman's
one too.
Superman's just like a genuinely good guy. Like I know Spider-Man is probably like
That's
more
a good
interesting
point, yeah.
personality wise, but
Yeah.
Superman, he's down to earth.
Iron Man is very much about himself, so he would be an asshole. And Batman needs a therapist, but refuses to take one. So he'd be either hiding everything, being passive aggressive, or he would literally tell me all of his problems as he's drinking. And I'm just like, I don't want to hear. I'm not here for that. So yeah, give me Spider-Man or Superman.
Superman could wingman for me. I'm gonna switch over to Superman.
Dude, and he could fly. He could totally. It's like, hey, Superman, could you like drop me off at my house? Thank you.
Hey, Clark. You and like Lane aren't doing anything right now, right? You're not like no interest, right?
No, not whatsoever. As he cracks his knuckles and starts bending steel.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is Tomboy Lewis Lane.
The best
That is an achievement.
from Adult Swim. I love it.
Next question, penultimate question. Out of these universes, which force suits Nezuko from Demon Slayer the best? Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, My Hero Academia, One Piece, Neon Justice, Attack on Titan, Shades of JoJo's Adventure, Makoto Shinkai film.
Wow, that's a left field one.
Well, first of all, JoJo's
I
Bizarre
love Makoto
Adventure.
Shinkai. For sure.
She'd die, but she'd be great at it.
Mm-hmm.
Nezuko could be a Chainsaw Man character. They would just brutally kill her though.
Yeah, she's dead.
She's like an extra in Chainsaw Man.
Just and then next thing you know, you just see Aki. Boom.
She'd be the devil or something.
Devil.
I don't fucking know.
The devil.
Yeah, she'd be a part of the Gun Devil squad.
I don't think she would fit in a Makoto Shinkai film at all.
She'd be good in, I think, Chainsaw Man, JoJo, One Piece, and MHA.
Yeah, I could definitely see My Hero.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they already got her in My Hero. It's Eri. Basically the same characters.
Deku, there's another child here that's stealing my spotlight, Deku. Deku, she's cuter than me.
Shut up, backhand.
What the fuck?
Oh, Chaco! Deku hit me.
Everyone just hits her as soon as Nezuko shows up. No one cares about Eri anymore.
She just becomes a ping pong ball like in Spy Family.
Well, last question. You take a trip to a famous onsen. Who do you go with? Sanji or Mineta?
Isn't onsen like a spa? Isn't
Something
that where
like
you
that,
like
right?
soak in or something?
Yeah, it's where you listen. Either way, you're getting kicked out. Which one is the one where you can like you guys walk in together? What is the strategy that you can pull off where you can get out of trouble and still stay in the onsen?
I don't know him.
That's the go-to. I don't know this man. And then Sanji goes, come on, we're bros. I'm like, I'm sorry, who are you?
I feel like Sanji would probably be the
know who you
easiest.
are.
Because Mineta is just a fucking alien.
Yeah, Mineta's just a goofy fat kid. And then Sanji, He'll get his own ass in trouble. You know what I do? I don't do a single thing. I let him get in trouble. I let him get his ass whooped. I let security pull his ass out and
I
throw
will
him
call
out.
security on
And
this bitch.
and all I'm doing is just soaking in the tub, just enjoying myself. Just oh yeah. This is the life.
Swan, Robin Swan. Security, there is a stranger. Danger.
He's poking his penis through the hole, like in Porky's. Please get this man.
God. Terrible. Ideally, I shoot myself in the head in this scenario. But
I enjoy myself. Like I said, I just don't get involved with Sanji. His ass gets in trouble. I don't know him.
I don't know you. That's my purse. I don't know you.
Yeah. And if he tries to talk to me, I pretend like I don't speak Japanese. Or I don't speak any type of English if it's the English dub. Because that's how real life works.
EA, where can they find you?
Well, you can find me over at my channel, Everything Animated. It's a nice barren wasteland of nothingness, but it's a beautiful little attraction all the same. We have ourselves a King of Anime podcast Twitter, where you know when we go live. So don't miss out on whenever we go live, any kind of notification or anything like that. We also have a Patreon. Our Patreon is there for wonderful use to see all of our interesting categories and topics that we talk about that we will not talk about on YouTube. We have the Watamote Celebration, the KOA Video Game Special, Madoka Magica Rebellion movie discussion, and the KOA Drunken Podcast, where it's nothing but the night of hot sex. No, I'm kidding. That part didn't happen.
Son.
Hell yeah, son.
Got that Xbox 360.
That Xbox 360. That was the best line ever, calling it the Xbox 360. So subscribe to my channel. I am almost to 600 subscribers. Subscribe to this channel, King of Anime Podcast. We're at 520 subscribers. We would like to get to 1,000 before the end of the year, just because that would be a nice goal and an achievable goal. And follow us on Twitter and follow for Patreon. Did I mention only $1 for all of those videos? $1 stinking dollar. You know what a dollar buys you anything anymore? Nothing. Gives you fuck all. That's what it gives you. It gives you diarrhea. When instead you pay more for diarrhea than you do the KOA podcast.
Yeah.
Plus KOA Plus is what we call it on the Patreon.
And heck, we'll give you diarrhea too if you want it.
We'll throw in diarrhea for free. So please follow us on all those wonderful services. All right.
Saucier.
Me. You know where to find me. Stop pretending. Sasuke the Savage, YouTube, Twitch. I had a lot of fun. My last stream where I played Rage and Loop. It had to be one of the best sessions I had playing that game. Near the end on a lot of games that I'm playing right now. But where it ends, there will be another beginning. I plan to buy a PS3 actually, because I really want to play GTA 4. And apparently the PC port sucks, so that's why I'm not just doing it on PC. But I'm gonna buy a PS3 probably Wednesday, I think. And I'll see how long I take to get that. But
If you get an Xbox One or Series S, it runs at 60 and 4K.
can't do that. I've been playing Sony all my life. I'm just too used to PS. I will say though, I don't remember how it was for Xbox 360 because I only played it a couple of times when because my cousin had it. But I remember the PS3 controllers, and my God, those things are small. They're really tiny. So that's gonna get it. I'm gonna have to adjust to that. But
Oh, you can plug a PS4 controller into a PS3. And I think a PS5.
oh, PS4, a PS. Wait, okay. If I could do a PS5, that'd be good.
Yeah,
But
I
I don't
think you
have my
just-
PS4 controller anymore.
If you just have like a USB cord.
See, I've done it with my PS4 controller before, but I've never tried PS5. But it's interesting. I'll try that. But yeah, that's all. That's it for me. I'm tired.
Same. Tomorrow, new Chainsaw Man chapter. I think we'll find out when I wake up. If it is, gonna be a crazy chapter because we're kind of in fucking crazy times with Chainsaw Man right now. As well, working on some stuff for One Piece. It is the return is happening, and something else. Let's say I started reading a certain series again. Maybe bringing it back. Saying. And other than that, I got really nothing else going on. So there you go. Thanks everybody for watching and tuning in this week. I mucho appreciate it. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Jenny.
Later.